a new outing for your friends, family, and your business, well, head on over to our guest services window. Meet one of our group sales representatives, and they'll help you get the best gift in Central Connecticut. Book one of those memorable and affordable events everyone will be talking about right here at Music City. Fans, the new East would like to remind you there will be no alcoholic beverages sold after the middle of the seventh inning. As always, we do ask that if you do drink, you drink responsibly. These fans, for the protection of the players, coaches, umpires, and other fans, and in the spirit of good sportsmanship, please request that you refrain from tossing any objects off the field. And please do not stand, climb, sit, or lay on the dugout tops or the backstop netting. Laser pointers are prohibited. We also remind you that any spectator going out to the field or interrupting play in any manner will be ejected and subject to arrest. We are happy to have any fan, any bad If you do smoke, please head toward the main gate and head outside of the ballpark. Join the bees in the team spirit by being responsible about alcohol consumption. Delivery bees hope you enjoy tonight's game and want to remind you to have a plan to get home safely. Remember, bus driving is still drunk driving.
But no one's ever left me quite this sore. Your words cut deeper than a knife. Now I need someone to bring me back to life. Got a feeling that I'm going under, but I know that I'll make it out alive if I quit calling you my love. Move on, you watch me till I can't breathe. Now I'm gonna reap what I sow. I'm left seeing red on my own. Got a feeling that I'm going under, but I know that I'll make it out alive if I quit calling you my love. Move on, you watch me till I can't breathe. I'm shaking right up to my knees, and now I'm without your kisses. I'll be needing stitches, tripping over myself, waking, begging you to come out. And now I'm without your kisses. I'll be needing stitches. Needle in the thread, gotta get you out of my head. Needle in the thread, gonna wind up dead. Needle in the thread, gotta get you out of my head. Needle in the thread, gonna wind up dead.
Fans, tonight is Monday, which means it is a 20K match game Monday. Fans will attempt to match the last 6 digits of their driver's license against the win of a featured vehicle. If they match, that lucky fan will go away $20,000 richer. Every Monday here at New Britain Stadium, 20K
This is Long Island Ducks baseball.
Justin Davies at the plate, the winning run at third. Crowd going nuts. Swung on, bouncing ball left side, off the mitt, up third baseman Brad Strauss. Here comes Willie Rodriguez. Justin Davies has done it again. The Ducks are one quack away from the championship.
Jason Johnson makes the catch. He makes the catch, and the Long Island Ducks have swept the Camden River Sharks. They are the 2004 Atlantic League champions.
Line bunts up the third baseline. Esquivel charging in. They're not going to have a play, and the Ducks are the champions of the Atlantic League here in 2012. Going back is Adam Bailey. He settles under it. He makes the catch. Adam Bailey makes the catch, and for a second straight year, the Atlantic League trophy will reside on Long Island. The Ducks are the Atlantic League champions.
And now it's time for the Long Island Ducks Northwell Health Southside Hospital pregame show.
We are live here at New Britain Stadium in New Britain, Connecticut. It is time once again for Long Island Ducks baseball. And tonight, for the first time ever, the Long Island Ducks will be meeting up with the newest franchise in the Atlantic League, the New Britain Bees. Well, good evening, everybody. My name is Michael Pollack. I'll be bringing you the play-by-play for all of tonight's action. Thank you so much for tuning in here on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball. We appreciate you joining us for this historic day for both of these clubs. It's the first time these two teams will ever meet. Kevin Baez and Stan Clyburn, the manager of the respective clubs, shaking hands out behind home plate here at beautiful New Britain Stadium. It's our first chance to get a look at the newest facility here in the Atlantic League, although this ballpark has been here for quite a bit. This has been the home to several Major League affiliates, most recently the AA affiliate of the Colorado Rockies, the New Britain Rockcats, but they are moving to Hartford, Connecticut, and so the New Britain Bees has taken over New Britain Stadium. The Bees, the newest franchise in the Atlantic League, as it was announced following the 2015 season, and they will take over here and call New Britain home for this 2016 season. They are off to a slow start at 1-3 against the York Revolution over the weekend here at New Britain Stadium, but a very momentous weekend, the first ever series that this Bees team played in regular season play here in this ballpark. And for the Ducks, they will be looking to get back on track here in their first visit to New Britain, Connecticut, as they went 0-4 in Somerset to start the year against the defending Atlantic League champions, the Patriots, winning all 4 games against the Ducks to start off the 2016 season. Well, we'll take a break here on the pregame show. When we come back, we'll recap yesterday's 6-1 win for the Patriots over the Ducks and talk about what to expect tonight as the Ducks and the Bees meet for the very first time here in 2016.
Hi, this is manager Kevin Baez, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Northwell Health Southside Hospital in Bayshore is the healthcare heart of our community. We provide outstanding healthcare right here at home with centers of excellence in cardiology, orthopedics, neurosciences, women's health services, and much more. Experience counts, and Northwell Health Southside Hospital has been around for nearly a century of care. For more information, please call 631-968-3000 or visit us on the web at northwell.edu.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Back here at New Britain Stadium in New Britain, Connecticut, the home of the New Britain Bees, the newest franchise in the Atlantic League, beginning play this season. They will be taking on the Long Island Ducks tonight in the first of a 3-game series between these two teams before the Ducks head back home for the 2016 home opener against the Blue Crabs on Thursday. Well, yesterday for the Ducks, a tough finale, to their series in Somerset against the Patriots. Somerset came away with a 6-1 victory. Long Island falling behind in the first inning with Jack Snodgrass making his Ducks debut. Trayvon Robinson opened the inning with a double. Eric Farris struck out. Carlos Guzman then was robbed of an extra base hit and an RBI on a terrific diving grab by Blake T. Cody. However, Matt Fields, after falling behind in the count, had 2 strikes on him, was able to hit a 2-run home run to center field to put the Patriots on top. By a 2-0 count, they would add another run on a double, a walk, and then an RBI single by Scott Kelly, and the Patriots had an early 3-0 lead. However, in the the top half of the second inning, Long Island was able to get back on the scoreboard. Now, this series in Somerset featured a ton of long ball. The Patriots hitting 6 home runs in the series. The Ducks hit their first 2 of the series on Saturday night, thanks to Cody Puckett and Lou Ford. And then in the second inning of game number 4 of the series on Sunday, with 1 out, up to the plate came number 12, the shortstop of the Ducks, Dan Lyons. 2-1 on the way. Line drive left center field. On the run is Blake T. Cody in the gap. He makes a tremendous diving catch. Oh, what a grab by Blake T. Cody in the left center field gap. He stole an extra base hit and a run batted in away from Carlos Guzman for the second out. 3-2. High fly ball deep to left field here. Going back is Michael Jones. Turns around, looks up, and you can forget it. A solo home run over the left field wall for Dan Lyons. His first home run of 2016. The Ducks are on the scoreboard, and they close to within 3-1 in the top half of inning number 2. Well, we also wanted to give you an audio copy of the terrific diving catch made by Blake T. Cody in the bottom of the first inning. But either way, Dan Lyons hitting that home run, his first of the year, and the Ducks had close to within 3-1. However, they could not get any further home in the second, and in the bottom half of the inning, a triple by Jovan Gonzalez and a sac fly from Eric Farris got the run back. Patriots led it by a count of 4-1 at that point. They would add another in the 5th on a run-scoring fielder's choice off the bat of Scott Kelly, and 1 more in the 8th inning on another RBI single by Scott Kelly. And for the Ducks, after that home run by Dan Lyons, they managed a total of just 3 hits after that point, and 2 of them to the outfield. In fact, they went from the 4th inning all the way until the 9th inning without a hit until a 1-out Sean Burrows single to right. But the Patriots were able to shut the door, and it was Somerset winning by a count of 6-1. Scott McGregor with 5 strong innings picked up the win to improve to 1-0. Jack Snodgrass, 4 innings of 4-run ball. He fell to 0-1. Quick, tidy game at 2 hours and 37 minutes in front of a crowd announced of 5,584 at TD Bank Ballpark. So that shifts us to tonight's game, the first ever meeting between the Long Island Ducks and the New Britain Bees. We'll take a break here on the pregame show. When we come back, I'll sit down with Duck shortstop Dan Lyons to talk about hitting his first home run of the season yesterday, and also to get an idea of his thoughts and the team's first impressions of New Britain Stadium.
Hi, this is Bud Harrelson, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Northwell Health Southside Hospital in Bayshore is the healthcare heart of our community. We provide outstanding healthcare right here at home with centers of excellence in cardiology, orthopedics, neurosciences, women's health services, and much more. Experience counts, and Northwell Health Southside Hospital has been around for nearly a century of care. For more information, please call 631-968-3000 or visit us on the web at northwell.edu.
Few places on earth offer the charm and excitement of Fire Island. At Fire Island Ferries, located conveniently at 99 Maple Avenue in Bayshore, they offer convenient travel to Fire Island 7 days a week. Fire Island is quickly becoming a top destination for families of all ages. Experience the informal, carefree communities, the dazzling night scene, enjoy fine dining, or climb to the top of one of the tallest lighthouses in the United States. But there's only one way to get there, by calling Fire Island Ferries at 631-665-3600 today. For fare and scheduling information, please visit fireislandferries.com.
Long Island Ducks getting set to take on the New Britain Bees tonight. First ever meeting between these two clubs. I caught up with Duck shortstop Dan Lyons before the game to get his first impressions of New Britain Stadium. Dan, first time here at New Britain Stadium, the home of the newest team in the Atlantic League, the New Britain Bees. What were your overall first impressions?
Oh, well, we've only been out there for a few minutes now, and, it looks like a very nice park. Surface looks really good. I feel like it's going to play pretty big here. Dimensions are pretty big, and also the wall's pretty tall, too. So, I have a feeling that'll play a factor into this season, and, so far, first impressions, it looks pretty good.
For the Atlantic League to have a new franchise, and how exciting is it as a player to be able to go out, see a new franchise in their first year, and also play in a park that you've never played in before?
Yeah, it's always fun to see new areas. When I found out that there'd be a team here in the Atlantic League, I was pretty excited to kind of get the opportunity to get out there and see a new spot. And like I said before, first impressions are good, and I know a lot of people around here are excited about the club being here.
Some familiar faces, I should say, on the other side with the Bees, none more than John Griffin, who was first base with you guys last year. Did you get a chance to say hello to him? Any words exchanged in the early going?
Yeah, I got a chance to see him a little bit. They were doing some early work when we first got here. Just kind of catching up a little bit. I'm sure throughout the series we'll get a chance to talk to him a little bit more. But just wish him good luck this year, and it's always good to see him play against some guys that you know pretty well.
As a player going into a stadium for the first time without a ton of scouting reports and analysis of the park going in, what's your approach? Does it change how you play the game, not having that familiarity like you did with Somerset, for example?
For the Bees, they're kind of playing with the same thing too. They've only got a few days. I know they had some practices here before the season started, but you just kind of control what you can control. And like I said before, it looks like a nice stadium. I don't see any problems with anything here so far, and just try to play your game. And if you play your game, you're going to be all right.
Sunday was a tough way to end the series in Somerset, but on the bright side, you did hit your first home run of the year. How good did it feel to get number one out of the way?
Well, I was just trying to hit the barrel, really. Yeah, it feels good. It's always good to get the first one out of the way. Sometimes people can put some pressure on them when they don't get those power numbers right away. It's good to get that first one out of the way and kind of just get the feeling of the ball connecting on the bat like that. I was happy with that. Obviously upset at the way the series went, but we're going to keep building on that. We got a great group of guys, and we just didn't put it all together in those first 4 games, and I'm confident we will in this series.
Despite the way those games went, did you get a sense of this clubhouse being very down on themselves or any sort of panic in the room?
No, it's still really early for that. Obviously we were upset that we lost the games, but everyone's still been really upbeat. Nobody's getting down on anybody, and I think as long as we can keep that attitude, we're going to turn things around quickly.
That is Duck shortstop Dan Lyons joining us before the game today to give us his first impressions of New Britain Stadium and a recap of the series in Somerset. This team remaining positive despite a slow start, and that's obviously a good sign. And the Ducks will have their first opportunity to see New Britain Stadium here today and take on a Bees team that has also gotten off to a little bit of a slow start. They went 1-3 over the weekend against the York Revolution. We're moments away from first pitch. Bees right-hander Kyle Simon is taking his warm-up tosses. Let's take a look at the lineup that he will face for the Long Island Ducks. It'll be Phelan Lentini leading things off in right field. Delta Cleary Jr. bats second. He's the left fielder. And in center field, hitting third, is Lou Ford. Cleanup spot will be occupied by Sean Burrows. He's the first baseman. Batting fifth, serving as the DH, is Blake T. Cody. Dan Lyons will hit sixth. He is the shortstop. Cody Puckett at third base, bats seventh. Hitting eighth is the catcher, Mike Blank. And rounding out the order for the Ducks is the second baseman, Blake Barber. And again, they will all take on right-handed pitcher Kyle Simon of the New Britain Bees. For the Bees, who are managed by Stan Clyburn, formerly manager of the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, Brandon Chavez will lead off. He is the shortstop. John Jones is in the number 2 position, and he will bat second and play center field. Craig Maddox, the DH, will hit third. And Kevin Rivers is in left field in the cleanup spot. Jovan Rosa bats fifth. He plays third base. Anthony Hewitt, who hit the first homer in Bees history yesterday, will play right field and hit sixth. John Griffin is the first baseman batting seventh, the former Duck. Steve Carrillo is at second base hitting eighth. And the rounding out the order is the catcher, Nick Murphy, making his first ever professional start. First pitch of the game is on the way, and Phelan Lentini takes a fastball in for a called strike. We are underway at about 6:35 p.m., right on time in the first ever meeting between the Ducks and the Bees. 0-1 is a breaking ball that misses low and outside. That evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Lentini red hot to start the year at 8 of 16. 1-1. And that's a strike over the outside corner once again. So that runs the count to 1-2 on Lentini. Delta Cleary Jr. will follow. Ducks are in their road gray jerseys here tonight, while the Bees wear the home white pinstripe uniforms. 1-2, swing and a miss. Strike 3. Good fastball over the inside corner. Lentini goes down swinging for a strikeout for the righty Kyle Simon. And there is one away. Well, here at New Britain Stadium, it is 330 feet down the lines in left and right, 400 to straightaway center, but the field is set up kind of like a diamond. It comes together in a point in straightaway center field rather than a straight line. It is more a point in straightaway center, as here Cleary Jr. hits a chopper towards second, gobbled up by Steve Carrillo. He throws over to first in time. 2 quick outs for the Ducks here in the top half of the first inning. The Giant Bees scoreboard is out in left center field with the video board on top, the line score in the middle. And the wall here on the outfield wall, it is the same height all the way around, but it's about a 16-foot high wall, so not easy to hit the ball out. It's not a shorter wall with a taller wall on the back like it is at Bethpage Ballpark, and as was the case in Somerset, as the first pitch to Lou Ford is a called strike, this is all one wall that is about 16 feet tall. 0-1, swing and a miss. Ford cuts through the fastball from the right-hander Simon, who is 1 strike away from a quick, easy 1-2-3 inning in the top half of the first inning. Now the 0-2 on the way. Ford takes this breaking ball on the outside corner, a called strike 3, and a terrific start for Kyle Simon. 2 strikeouts and a ground out in between, and he retires the Ducks in order in the top of the first. We head to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Ducks, nothing, and the Bees coming to bat.
Hey fans, this is outfielder and bench coach Lou Ford, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Oh, I love it. The color of my new Nicolot patio is so vibrant. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
You're welcome. I'm just going to go finish that Nicolot walkway now.
Make your pavers vivid Nicolot pavers. The best looking, most vibrant pavers with the most 3-color blends in the industry. Featuring Nicolot's exclusive paver shield and color blending technology. With color throughout and guaranteed not to fade. Live life in color with Nicolot. Visit Nicolot.com.
Pave your way.
Bethpage Ballpark is a great place to watch a ball game, so why not do so from some of the best seats in the house? The Ducks are proud to present the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden. Open for all fans on nights when the Smokin' Owls party deck has not been reserved, the Beer Garden will feature a variety of frosty draft and bottled brews, as well as several food choices. The area has been decked out with bar rail seating and Ducks branded furniture to provide a comfortable atmosphere for everyone. Be sure to stop by and check out the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden on your next visit to the ballpark. So the Ducks are retired in order in the top half of the first inning by Kyle Simon. We head to the bottom of inning number 1. With no score, Mark Blackmore, the right-hander, on the mound for the Ducks, getting ready to make his Long Island Ducks debut. A right-hander who was at Double-A Birmingham with the Chicago White Sox organization last year. Makes his debut with the Ducks here in 2016 and pitching in a historic game, the first ever meeting between Long Island and New Britain. So Brandon Chavez will lead things off, former Camden River Shark. An Atlantic League veteran. He will bat from the left side against the righty Blackmore. First pitch misses up and outside. And the count goes to 1-0. Chavez 4 of 14 to start the year, and the 1-0 is a fastball that misses downstairs again. As quickly 2 balls and no strikes. Chavez scored a run, drew 2 walks, but he also struck out 6 times in the series against York. The 2-0, taken all the way, a fastball strike on the outside corner. It's 2-1. Don Lavelli is the home plate umpire for this game. Tyler Thurmond is around at first, and Brian Child over at third base. 2-1, way up and outside. Blackmore looking down at the mound after that pitch as he misses. And the count goes to 3-1. Cloudy skies overhead. The lights are on at New Britain Stadium. No rain, though, expected tonight. Tomorrow, some rain in the forecast, though. And the 3-1 to Chavez is over the outside corner. A good pitch from Blackmore for the called strike. Runs the count full at 3-2. He'll be followed by John Jones and Craig Maddox here in the bottom of the first inning. Payoff. Swung and grounded to the right side. Blake Barber, the second baseman, is there, and his throw over to first is in time for the out. So Chavez retired, and there's one away.
Number 6, John Jones.
We are located here in New Britain Stadium in the press box that is at the top of the seating bowl. Unlike Bethpage Ballpark, where the concession stands and all the activities are on the main concourse at the top of the seating bowl, here all the concessions are underneath it. First pitch to Jones, a fastball right down the chute for strike one. So you have to go down into stairwells that are in the seating area, down onto the main concourse where all the Bees-themed concessions are. 0-1, ground ball foul at the third base line. That'll go all the way down towards the Ducks bullpen area. And so the count 0-2. The bullpens here are like they are at Bethpage Ballpark behind the outfield wall. There's a door down each line in foul territory that leads to the bullpen area. So it'll be an 0-2. The kick and the pitch on the way from Blackmore. Hit on the ground towards the middle. Blake Barber, the second baseman, there again. And his throw to first just in time to get the speedy John Jones, who is now 3 of 17 on the season. Two-way, that'll bring up the DH, Craig Maddox. So Maddox will step to the plate, batting from the left side. So as we mentioned, we are at the top of the seating bowl. It's a bi-level press box here, and we'll tell you more about that after this first pitch, which is taken low, bounced in the dirt. It's 1-0. In the front part of the press box is the row of seats for the media, the daily press that cover the team and any other media folks that are out here on a daily basis. And then behind and just slightly elevated from that are the broadcast booths and the control room. 1-0, breaking balls on the outside corner for a called strike. So the count even up at 1-1. So that is the way the press box is set up here at New Britain Stadium. Just to give you a glimpse behind the scenes, the 1-1. It's a breaking ball taken low and outside. They appealed down to third to see if he went around on his check swing. He did not. Maddox 3 of 10 to start the season with an RBI. He has also struck out twice. Be a 2-1. Blackmore winds and fires. Maddox takes a fastball that misses just above the belt. Close pitch, did not get the call. So that'll run the count to 3 balls and a strike. Waiting in the on-deck circle if he gets an opportunity is the left fielder Kevin Rivers. And the 3-1 is off the outside edge, ball 4. So there's the first base runner for either team in the game as Maddox works a 2-out walk. And this has been a little bit of an issue for the Ducks in the early going. 2-out hits, 2-out base runners. It was a big issue in Somerset as the Patriots got a lot of their runs with 2 outs in an inning, especially with 2 strikes on a batter. And something Kevin Baez said in a discussion before the game that he is working to make sure guys have the right mindset on the mound in those 2-strike, 2-out situations. First pitch here misses low, and that is ball 1 to Rivers, a lefty swinger who's 3 of 16 on the season with a double and a run scored. Blackmore from the stretch, and his 1-0 offering. Hit on the ground past the mound towards the right side. Charging in is Blake Barber, bare hands, but he doesn't come up with it. So Rivers going to be safe. I think if he did come up with it, he probably wouldn't have had a play. So that is going to be an infield single for Kevin Rivers, and 2 straight have reached with 2 outs in the first inning. That was kind of a slow chopper off to the first base side of the pitcher's mound. Blackmore went after it, but it was past him, and Barber was the only one who had a chance at it and just could not get to it in time. So that'll bring up the 5-hitter and third baseman Jovan Rosa, who will bat from the right side. Wide open stance at home plate. Blackmore looks in for the sign from Mike Blank and comes set. His first pitch on the way. Rosa takes a fastball right down the middle for strike one. Rosa, a former member of the Bridgeport Bluefish and Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, and is 4 of 16 on the year. Double, a triple, a run batted in, and a run scored. That'll be an 0-1. Pitch on the way. Breaking ball fouled back to the screen behind home plate. Count goes to 0-2. Unlike Bethpage Ballpark, where it's kind of a rounded backstop from dugout to dugout, here it's a diagonal line that goes to a straight line for the backstop, so a little bit more room behind the plate. At least directly behind, but less when you get towards the dugouts. Now the 0-2. Rosa swings a chopper right back to the mound. For a stab there by Blackmore, and he flips to first in time for the out. That will end the inning. So Blackmore works in 2 and out of trouble. No runs, 1 hit, a walk, 2 men left on base. 1 complete here at New Britain Stadium. Ducks and the Bees are scoreless.
Hi, this is pitcher John Brownell, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Municipal Credit Union is a proud sponsor of the Long Island Ducks. For 100 years, MCU has helped New Yorkers achieve their goals with competitive financial products and services. Meet your important or unexpected needs with an MCU personal loan. Whether it's the cost of moving, a family vacation, or even home repairs, an MCU personal loan is a simple solution. To learn more about how an MCU personal loan can work for you, visit nymcu.org today. MCU, celebrating 100 years of service.
M&V Limousines is the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks. Family owned and operated, they've been in the business for over 23 years. M&V Limousines offers coach buses with Wi-Fi and restrooms, party buses, exotic limousines, and so much more. Whether you're looking for transportation for weddings, proms, corporate outings, or long-distance trips, they've got the right vehicle for you. Visit their showroom in Comac or check them out online at mvlimo.com. M&V Limousines, the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks.
The Ducks and Municipal Credit Union have teamed up again this season to present the Walks with a Purpose promotion. Every time a Long Island Ducks player walks, Municipal Credit Union will make a donation to the Quacker Jack Foundation. Municipal Credit Union serving members since 1916. Michael Pollock here with you. Thank you so much for joining us on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball. We appreciate you tuning in. No score in the early going. Ducks went in order in their half of the first. The Bees got a 2-out walk and a 2-out infield single, but could not score. First pitch from Simon of Burrows to start things off in the second. Misses low and inside for ball 1. Nearly caught the back foot of Burrows. Ducks first baseman 4 of 16 to start the year. And the 1-0. Fastball misses down and in again. And the count quickly 2-0. Simon was a member of the Lancaster Barnstormers last year. As here, Burrows chops one foul to the first base side, and that'll run the count to 2-1. Former 4th-round draft pick of the Baltimore Orioles in the 2011 amateur draft is Kyle Simon. Pitch on the way is a breaking ball down and away. And Sean Burrows ahead in the count 3-1, 1 ball away from becoming the first Duck batter to reach. And the 3-1, taken again. Oh, that is going to be ball 4. Well, that was an interesting one. It looked like it was going to be low and outside for ball 4. It definitely appeared to have missed the zone. The home plate umpire in this game, Don LaValle, had motioned to his left as if he was about to make a strike call, and then he ended up not. So that ends up being ball 4, a walk for Burrows, our first Municipal Credit Union walk with a purpose. Every time a Ducks batter walks, the Quacker Jack Foundation wins. Blake T. Cody now as he swings and hits a high pop-up, foul territory, third base side. Camped under it is Jovan Rosa. He'll make the catch. Kevin Baez had to get out of the way. And T. Cody retired on 1 pitch for the first out of the second inning. That'll bring Dan Lyons to the plate. New Britain Stadium has a very old-school feel to it as a ballpark. The other ballparks in the Atlantic League don't look very similar to this one. It kind of has its own unique, distinct feel to it. First pitch on the way. Dan Lyons is hit. Caught him, looked like right in the backs. He's fine. He will take his base at first. Just dropped the bat and started jogging down, so Lyons seems to be okay. And the Ducks 2 on with no hits here in this second inning. Chance to take the first lead of the ball game. Most of the stadium is regular stadium-style seats. The entire field box section, all the lower seats, are those traditional field box style seats that you see with the chairs that are in the up position when you're not sitting in them, but once you sit in them, they obviously go down. In a dark green color. First pitch is taken for a called strike by Cody Puckett, 0-1. In the upper seating bowl, from the dugouts, really, from dugout to dugout, are also dark green seats, but those have fixed bottoms and seating arms, as this one misses low and outside. And the count 1-1, where the bottom of the seat stays down the entire time. It's not one that comes up and down whether you're sitting in it or not. The 1-1. Puckett swings, fouls this one back to the screen behind the plate. Count goes to 1-2 on the Ducks' third baseman, who was 2 of 15 to start the year with a double, a home run, 2 RBIs, and 2 runs scored. And then from the bases out down the line, about midway into the outfield on the upper part of the seating bowl, are bleacher seats with backs. So kind of a glimpse there at the seating bowl. As Puckett here, it's a broken back ground ball to third. Rosa charges fields, off balance throw to second for 1. That's all they'll get. And a good play by Rosa to get the force at second. That'll go down as a fielder's choice off the bat of Puckett. 5-4 on the putout. So Lyons retired at second. Burroughs makes his way to third base. And with 2 outs, that will leave it up to the catcher and 8-hitter Mike Blank. Down the left field line past the seating bowl is a picnic area for fans to enjoy. Lots of picnic tables, with a couple tents. First pitch on the way here to Mike Blank. Taken low and inside, ball 1. And down the right field line past the seating bowl is a kids' play area with a bounce house, a carousel, and a rock climbing wall. This one misses outside again. And Blank ahead in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. Off in the distance behind the outfield wall here, we see mostly trees, but off beyond the left field wall is the New Britain High School. 2-0 pitches the runner's lead from the corners. A ground ball to the shortstop side, fielded by Chavez. He'll flip to second for the force, and the side is retired. Blank hit the ball hard, but Chavez was able to make the play. 6-4 on the force. No runs, no hits for the Ducks, but they strand 2. And after an inning and a half, we remain scoreless at New Britain Stadium.
Hi, this is shortstop Dan Lyons. You can follow me on Twitter at @TheDannyLyons, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hey, PSEG Long Island customers. Want to learn how to save on your electric bill? Here's one way. You can save up to $100 each year by simply replacing 10 incandescent bulbs with CFL or LED bulbs. Want to save even more? Take our online home energy survey. It's free. It takes just 10 minutes to complete, and it may save you hundreds more. Find out about our energy efficiency programs at www.pseglyny.com/savemoney.
Have your birthday at the ballpark this season and celebrate with the flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt and autographed baseball, a pizza and Kona Ice party in the Hebrew National picnic area, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-3825. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Bottom of the second inning at New Britain Stadium. No score between the Long Island Ducks and the New Britain Bees. time of the Ducks Health Report, which is brought to you by Island Shore Physical Therapy, the official therapists of the Long Island Ducks. Everybody healthy on the Ducks roster. Today, the Ducks activating Mark Blackmar so that way he could start tonight's game. And they placed Jack Snodgrass, yesterday's starter, on the inactive list. He will not be pitching again until the homestand. As it lines up right now, Bobby Blevins will be the Ducks pitcher on opening night at Bethpage Ballpark this Thursday. John Brownell will start here tomorrow night, and then it will be Darren Downs on Wednesday morning in the series finale. So we are just about ready to go here in the bottom of the second. It'll likely be Blevins on Thursday against Long Island. Snodgrass on Friday, Blackmar Saturday as the breaking ball misses low and inside for ball one, and then Brownell to close out the series against the Blue Crabs before the first off day of the year for the Ducks. 1-0, and that missing low and outside again from the right-hander. He's behind 2-0 on Anthony Hewitt, who is 2 of 12 on the year. One of those two, a home run, the first in B's franchise history. It's the 2-0, a swing and a miss. Might have caught a piece of it, but I think he just missed it and went in and out of the glove of Blank as it came down and in. Count goes to 2-1. Light crowd on hand here tonight, but I do see a lot of Ducks fans in attendance. A good handful of them making the trip up here to see the first ever meeting between these two teams. Now the 2-1, that is up and inside, ball 3. So Blackmar falling behind here at 3-1. He walked one batter in the first inning. And the 3-1 to Hewitt. Swung and hit on the ground hard to short. Dan Lyons will gobble it up. And he fires over to first in time for the out. So Hewitt retired. He's now 2 of 13, and that is the first out here in the bottom of the second. Fans, there's no better time than now to sign up the young Ducks fan in your life for the Bethpage Federal Credit Union Ducks Kids Club. Children 14 and under will receive exciting gifts, discounts on merchandise, and unique experiences that only come with being a member. Sign up today by visiting liducks.com or by calling 631-940-3825. Here's the former Duck, John Griffin, who takes a strike. Count 0-1. Griffin, a member of the Ducks a year ago to start the season, but suffered a broken hand during the season in early August, and that forced him to miss the rest of the year. Gets an opportunity here with the Bees. Now has a count of 1-1 as Blackmar missed for a ball. The 1-1 on the way, swing and a miss. Griffin way behind, the count 1-2. Griffin showed good power with the Ducks. He played 92 games and had 13 home runs, 57 runs batted in, but he only hit 232, and a big part of that was the 119 strikeouts he had. Here he takes a fastball on the inside corner, a called strike 3, nicely thrown by Blackmar, and he picks up his first strikeout for Griffin. That is his 4th K of the season. And with 2 away, that will leave it up to Steve Carrillo. New Britain received great pitching from their first 4 starters to begin the year. They have a league low 1.25 ERA, but again, only 1 win. So pitching not the only thing you need to win, and they just couldn't really get much going offensively against the Revolution pitching staff. First pitch to Carrillo is in for a strike. And the count 0-1. Carrillo 2 of 7 on the year with a run scored and a strikeout. Here he hits a ground ball to third, right at Cody Puckett. He is there, and he throws across the diamond for the out. And a quick, easy 1-2-3 bottom half of the second for Mark Blackmar. We'll head to the third here at New Britain Stadium. The Ducks and the Bees remain scoreless.
And you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
James Simmons is going back. He is looking up, and on Park in the Park Night, that one is gone and reaches a kennel in Central Islip.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
To the third inning we go here at New Britain Stadium. No score between the Long Island Ducks and the New Britain Bees. These two teams will play again tomorrow night at 6:35 p.m. Again, the scheduled pitching matchup is John Brownell against lefty Josh Outman for the Bees, who started their first ever game in franchise history but took the loss. Pitched well, though. And then on Wednesday morning at 10:35, start on getaway day for the Ducks, and they'll send lefty Darren Downs to the mound against another lefty, New Britain Bees, Nick Greenwood, who did not allow a run in his first start of the year, and the Bees' only win. First pitch on the way, and it's taken for a strike by Blake Barber over the outside corner, 0-1. Barber, 1 of 10 to start the year with 3 strikeouts. Here's the 0-1. Just missing the outside corner for a ball. That'll even things up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Barber, the second baseman for Long Island in his first year with the Ducks. Kyle Simon winds and fires, and Barber taking low and outside again. And that'll run the count to 2-1. Outfield playing straight away. The third baseman, Jovan Rosa, in tight at third. The rest of the infield back in at normal depth. 2-1 on the way. Barber crushes one foul down the left field line. A bullet line drive that hit off of one of the last seats down the left field line and ricocheted into the picnic area. So that'll even up the count at 2-2. Barber will be followed by Lentini and Cleary Jr. Pitch on the way, misses down and in, ball 3. And so Barber ahead 3-2 in the count. Ducks had a walk and a hit by pitch last inning but could not score. Another hard line drive foul by Barber down the left field line. Caroms into the seats and then back onto the field. And left fielder Kevin Rivers will go retrieve it. Rivers is the left field starter tonight for New Britain. John Jones in center. Anthony Hewitt is around in right. On the infield from left to right, Jovan Rosa at third. Brandon Chavez is the shortstop. Steve Carrillo at second and John Griffin at first. Nick Murphy behind home plate. And Kyle Simon on the mound. Ready to deal 3-2 to Blake Barber. Kicks and fires, and this swung on and tapped weakly here up the third base line. Rolls, and Rosa fields it foul. Just went into foul territory before hitting the third base bag. So we will do it once again at 3-2 as Barber heads back to home plate. Bees are in their home white uniform with pinstripes, black pinstriping. It has the Bees logo, just says Bees in black and gold lettering on the front, black and gold number on the front and back as well. White pants with black pinstripes and the black cap with the gold bill and the NB on the top. Here comes another payoff pitch to Barber. He swings in again, a hard line drive foul down the left field line. That'll go into one of the portholes that go to the concourse down the third base side. So we'll do it again at 3-2. Barber with some good swings in this at-bat, just a bit out in front, and here he swings and grounds one to third. Gonna be a tough hop. Backhanded by Rosa, goes off his glove. He recovers and throws to first in time for the out. Nice play by Jovan Rosa. That was not an easy play. Had to deal with the tough, hard hop off the bat of Rosa. Was able to stay with it. That makes the accurate throw to retire the speedy second baseman, one away.
Right fielder, number 22, Lentini.
So with one away, up to the top of the order we go for Phelan Lentini. Simon again last year was with the Barnstormers. Only made one start for Lancaster. He had 28 appearances though. And the first pitch is taken for a strike, 0-1. In that span, Simon went 4-0 with a 3.16 ERA. The 0-1 is down and away for a ball. And that'll even up the count at 1-1. The last time that Simon was a full-time starter was back in 2012 while at Advanced Day with Frederick. Here a chopper foul by Lentini at the plate. Comes into the infield. And that'll run the count to 1-2. Same thing that we saw similarly over the weekend with Jeremy Horst, the former Phillies pitcher who hadn't been a full-time starter since 2009, but got the opportunity and pitched fairly well. Here's the 1-2, and Lentini pops one foul, first base side. This will go back into the seats out of play. So we will do it once again at 1 ball and 2 strikes. A couple fans chasing after the baseball. That landed in a few empty seats on the first base side. Be another 1-2 to Lentini, who was a strikeout victim his first time up. Simon deals. Lentini checks his swing, takes down and away. They want an appeal at first, but no swing, says the first base umpire. We'll do it again, this time with a count of 2-2. Simon had 27 strikeouts last year in 31 1/3 innings. And here he gets Lentini to swing and miss strike 3. Third strikeout of the ball game for Simon. Second time he's gotten Lentini swinging. And with 2 away, that'll leave it up to Delta Cleary Jr. So Cleary Jr., a switch hitter, will dig in from the left side. Ducks have been held without a hit so far through the first 2 2/3 innings. First pitch on the way, and Cleary Jr. will take a fastball strike over the outside corner. Then it's 0-1. Ground out to second base in the opening inning for the Ducks left fielder. And here he lines one to short, but right at Chavez. And that will retire the side in the top of the third. Ducks go in order. 3 hitless innings for right-hander Kyle Simon. We head to the bottom of inning number 3. Ducks and the Bees remain knotted at 0.
Hey fan, this is outfielder Delta Cleary Jr. and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Long Island's Ford Giant is bigger and better than ever. Sayville Ford celebrating the grand opening of their new state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives, luxurious customer lounge, and a larger selection to choose from. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford's grand opening celebration is going on now. Visit SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more about Sayville Ford's grand opening savings. Call 631-589-4800 today.
Baseball fans, the Long Island Ducks mobile app has officially arrived. Powered by Clear Vision Apps, it's your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball. Buy tickets straight from your mobile device. Receive game status updates with push notifications. Check out up-to-the-minute news and scores and interact with the Ducks on social media. Best of all, it's free. Download the Ducks mobile app today by visiting the App Store on your Apple-powered device or Google Play on your Android-powered device. The Long Island Ducks mobile app, with you wherever you flock to. To the bottom of the third inning we go. No score between the Ducks and the Bees. And when Delta Cleary Jr. lined out to short for the final out of the top of the third inning, that was the 15th out of tonight's ball game. Did you know that a 15-minute phone call to Geico could save you 15% or more on your car insurance? Get a free quote today. Call 1-800-947-AUTO. That's 1-800-947-AUTO. Or visit geico.com. Nick Murphy in his first professional start will lead things off when he takes a fastball for a called strike. The count 0-1. Murphy, the catcher for the Bees, a California native from the right side. The 0-1 is hit in the air to shallow center. Out on the outfield grass, the second baseman Blake Barber. He'll camp under it and make the grab. And Murphy retired for the first out. I'll bring up the shortstop, Brandon Chavez, who will bat from the left side. He's a switch hitter. First pitch on the way from Blackmar, and he misses up and outside for a ball. The count goes to 1-0. Blackmar's pitch on the way is a fastball strike inside corner. That'll run the count to 1-1. And as a former Camden River Sharks player, recent Atlantic League All-Star a year ago as well, the 1-1. Chopped on the ground here to his shortstop counterpart, Dan Lyons. The throw across in time for the out. Good pitcher's duel here in the early going. And they are quickly 2 away.
Center fielder, number 6, John Jones.
So John Jones will be the last hope for the Bees here in the bottom of the third inning with 2 down and the bases empty. Jones a ground out to second as well, his first time up. Blackmar out of the windup, and his first pitch on the way. Fastball missing down and away. And the count goes to 1-0. Jones stands in at 5'11", 185 pounds. He is 26 years old, out of California. The 1-0. There's a breaking ball strike. The count 1-1. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. I don't know if it's Vacaville or Vacaville, but if it's Vacaville, definitely sounds like a vacation destination. 1-1. That's a breaking ball strike on the inside corner, and the count goes to 1-2. He was a member of the Gary South Shore Railcats last year in the American Association. Hit .314 with 22 doubles and 19 stolen bases. So can hit the ball well and use his speed. And here he chases down and away for strike 3. Breaking ball in the dirt. Blank will throw over to first in time for the out. Second strikeout of the game for Mark Blackmar, in another 1-2-3 inning. As Blackmar's now retired 7 in a row. We head to the 4th. No score, Ducks and the Bees.
Hey fans, this is infielder Cody Puckett, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Few places on earth offer the charm and excitement of Fire Island. At Fire Island Ferries, located conveniently at 99 Maple Avenue in Bay Shore, they offer convenient travel to Fire Island 7 days a week. Fire Island is quickly becoming a top destination for families of all ages. Experience the informal, carefree communities, the dazzling night scene, enjoy fine dining, or climb to the top of one of the tallest lighthouses in the United States. But there's only one way to get there, by calling Fire Island Ferries at 631-665-3600 today. For fare and scheduling information, please visit fireislandferries.com.
Hey Ducks fans, stay up to date with Long Island's hometown team by visiting Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Quack of the Bat will bring Ducks fans beyond the headlines with in-depth feature articles, breaking news stories, game previews, post-game wrap-ups, and so much more. Interact with the team during the entire season through quotes directly from the players and coaches, as well as exclusive video clips and photos. Check out the blog today at quackofthebat.wordpress.com. Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. To the 4th inning we go, which means it's time for our 4th inning trivia, where we test your knowledge of the Long Island Ducks, the Atlantic League, and baseball as a whole. We'll give you the question after the first pitch to Lou Ford, who takes a fastball outside for ball 1. Well, the Ducks currently have 28 players signed, 27 on the active roster, as Ford lines one down the right field line, just foul. Almost had a double, instead it's a foul ball on the count 1-1. Ford drew a walk. Ford struck out his first time up, looking to end the first inning. But out of all 28 guys, only one has ever played here and called New Britain Stadium home. The question, which of those players was it? Here's the 1-1. Ford fouls it back to the screen behind home plate, and the count goes to 1-2. Rockcats, for a long time, were the Minnesota Twins affiliate, AA affiliate in the Eastern League. As recently as last year, were the Colorado Rockies AA affiliate. Former Duck Jan Vasquez was catching for them a year ago. Here a chopper up the first baseline, foul by Ford. The count will remain 1-2. So who's the only current Long Island Duck who at one point called a New Britain Stadium home as a member of the Rockcats? I'll let you think about it and give you the answer in the bottom half of this 4th inning. No score. between the two teams, just one hit. And the 1-2 is lined in the left center field, make it 2 hits as the Ducks pick up their first hit of the night. After 3 hitless innings from Kyle Simon, Lou Ford has a base hit just out of the reach of the shortstop, Brandon Chavez.
First baseman, number 25, Sean Burrows.
So that'll bring Sean Burrows up to the plate. And Burrows was the first Duck to reach with a leadoff walk in the second inning. So we'll see if that hit gets the Ducks offense going. It's been a tough last couple games for Long Island at the plate as Burrows hits a high pop-up here. Left side of the infield, first pitch swinging, and he pops out to the shortstop, Chavez. Seen that a lot from Burrows here in the early going. Lots of first pitch swings, and not only him, just this Ducks roster in general. But the offense has gotten off to a little bit of a slow start for Long Island. Ducks hitting just .225 through the first 4 games. That is 5th in the Atlantic League, and their pitching has struggled. They have a league low 6.15 ERA, or I should say a league high 6.15 ERA. Blake T-Cody at the plate, and he takes a fastball strike on the outside corner, 0-1 from Kyle Simon. T-Cody, first pitch swinging, popped out foul to the third baseman, Jovan Rosa, his first time up. Oh, 1 pitch down in the dirt, good block by the catcher Murphy, preventing any advancement from Lou Ford, who has good speed at first. Ducks with just 1 stolen base so far this year. Not from Phelan Lentini, but the Ducks do have good speed throughout their order, especially at the top with Lentini and Cleary Jr. and Lou Ford. 1-1 on the way. T-Cody takes a fastball just off the outside edge. Count will go to 2-1. Despite the lefty at the plate, the center fielder, John Jones, shaded a little bit over towards left center field. Infield, though, is straight away with Griffin holding on the runner at first. The 2-1 hit on the ground at second, could be 2. Flip to short for 1, and on to first, double play. So Blake T-Cody grounding into the 4-6-3 double play after the leadoff single by Lou Ford, and the Ducks go without a run in the 4th. No runs, 1 hit, and nobody left on base. We head to the bottom of the 4th, no score.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Darren Downs, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hey, Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Upsky Long Island Hotel in Hauppauge. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Upsky Long Island Hotel features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. Best of all, it's only minutes from Bethpage Ballpark. The Upsky Long Island Hotel, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Family fun every time.
Beautiful evening for baseball.
Big action every time.
He reaches up, it's gone!
Great value every time.
And the Ducks have won it 7-1.
The Ducks schedule is loaded with new promotions this season, and with an average ticket price of just $10 and free parking, there is no better value on Long Island. For game times and tickets, visit liducks.com. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
Bottom of the 4th inning, Long Island Ducks and the New Britain Bees scoreless. It is time for the answer to tonight's 4th inning trivia, where we test your knowledge of the Ducks, the Atlantic League, and baseball as a whole. Gave you the question in the top half of the 4th inning: who is the only current Long Island Duck who at one point in his professional career called New Britain Stadium home? The answer, Lou Ford, who in 2001 and 2002 played here with the New Britain Rockcats when they were the AA affiliate of the Minnesota Twins. Craig Maddox will lead things off here in the bottom of the 4th inning, and the first pitch to him is a breaking ball for a called strike on the inside corner. In 2001, Ford hit .218 in 62 games with the Rockcats, 7 home runs, 25 runs batted in. As Maddox takes down in the dirt, scooped out by Blank. Count even up at 1-1. And then in 2002, He played 93 games with New Britain and hit much better. 311 batting average that year, 15 home runs, 51 runs batted in, and 116 hits. And got called up to AAA Edmonton. That was 2002. A year later, he was playing in the major leagues with the Minnesota Twins. Swing and a miss by Maddox. He is now behind in the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Maddox drew a walk his first time up. Now the 1-2 here is chopped on the ground weakly first base side, but it is a foul ball. The home plate umpire Don LaValle motioning that it hit the front foot of Maddox, who is walking around now to try and shake out the pain. So we'll do it once again at 1-2. Digging back in is Maddox here, a former member of the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Last year was with Southern Maryland. Here he hits a line drive down the left field line that'll land for a base hit towards the line. Maddox around first, going for second. The throw from Cleary Jr. in is not in time. Maddox in there safely with a leadoff double here in the bottom of the 4th. First extra base hit for either side.
Left fielder, number 9, Kevin Rivers.
Kind of got that off the end of the bat and was able to hit a flare down that left field line, and even with Cleary Jr.'s speed, not quick enough to get Maddox out at second. First pitch upcoming. Blackmar looks to second, deals to the plate, and they sit on the ground up the first base line, but foul. And the count goes to 0-1 on Rivers, who reached on an infield single to second his first time up. That was back in the opening inning, so he is now 4 of 17 on the year. Former member of the Lancaster Barnstormers is Rivers. Here comes an 0-1. Line drive towards short, caught by a leaping Dan Lyons. Had to move to his right slightly, but was able to make the nice leaping grab for the first out of the 4th inning. Rivers retired. He's now 1-2, and that'll bring up Jovan Rosa.
Third baseman, number 35, Jovan Rosa.
So here is Rosa to the plate, who grounded back to the mound his first time up with 2 on and 2 out. Blackmar looks in for the sign, and now comes set. First pitch on the way, and Rosa takes downstairs for a ball. The count goes to 1-0. I mentioned Rosa has spent time before with the Bluefish and the Blue Crabs. Combined last year, did .261 with 9 home runs and 55 RBIs in 102 games with the 2 teams. Be a 1-0. Blackmar fires to the plate. Rosa swings, fouls this one off. First base side out of play to the top of the seating bowl, where there are a couple bar-style seats and rails at the top of the seating area along the first base line. So the count even at 1-1. Some dark clouds overhead, but no rain falling right now, and that's good news. Runner at second, 1 out is Maddox, the 1-1. Popped in the air down the right field line, deep but foul. Behind the play area for kids, and the count goes to 1-2. Rosa in Austin, Texas, a native of Puerto Rico, Santos, Puerto Rico, 6'3", 225 pounds. He is 28 years old. Now the 1-2 offering. Breaking ball down in the dirt, good. Blocked by Blank. Keeps the runner put at second. You don't want him to get to third base with less than 2 outs. So it'll be a 2-ball, 2-strike pitch coming up from Blackmar to Rosa. Long looking for the sign here. Blackmar is ready to go. And the 2-2 pitch on the way is a breaking ball again, blocked by Blank. Could not get Rosa to chase. And that runs the count full. Waiting in the on-deck circle is the right fielder, Anthony Hewitt. No score here, bottom of inning number 4 in the first ever meeting between the Ducks and the Bees. Now time called at home plate. Rosa steps out. Wants to go through the signs again. Does Blackmar. And now it'll be a payoff pitch on the way. Rosa swings and fouls this one off to the first base side of the screen. So we'll do it again at 3-2. Rosa is a graduate of East Hartford High School. Hartford not far away from here. Just a short drive from the ballpark, about 15 minutes or so. And that's where the team that called New Britain home is now headed. Tell you more about that after the 3-2. Kicking the pitch is down low, ball 4. Blackmar couldn't get Rosa. So that is the second walk issued by the right-hander. Rosa makes his way to first base. And with 2 on and 1 out, up to the plate will step Anthony Hewitt. The former New Britain Rockettes franchise is now heading to Hartford, Connecticut. They will be the Hartford Yard Goats, scheduled to begin play this season at a new stadium being built in downtown Hartford. However, the stadium has not been completed yet, so they have started their season on the road. First pitch on the way is a check swing. Mike Blank an appeal to first. Tyler Thurman, the umpire, says he did not go around. So the count 1-0 on Hewitt, who grounded to short his first time up. Ducks are looking for the ground ball here to try and turn 2 and get out of the 4th inning unscathed. Blackmar comes set, looks to second, and the 1-0 fouled right back to the top of the screen. That evens things up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Member of the New Britain Bees staff telling me today that apparently they have suspended indefinitely the Yard Goats home opener because the ballpark is not up to specification yet to be ready to go for the start of the season at home. Be a 1-1. Fastball, a called strike over the inside corner to Hewitt. Nicely thrown by Blackmar. And the count goes to 1-2. Hewitt again during the 7th inning of yesterday's game here against York hit a home run out to left field for the Bees' first home run as a franchise. John Griffin waiting in the on-deck circle has home run power. The 1-2 from Blackmar. Fastball on the inside corner, a called strike 3. Hewitt thought it was a ball, but Blackmar gets the call. His 3rd strikeout of the night. And with 2 away, that will leave it up to John Griffin. Blank goes out there for a quick chat, and looked like Mike Blank was trying to signal the home plate umpire to come out there just because they were going over signals, and so that way it wouldn't count as a defensive timeout. The home plate umpire never went out there, but don't think that was a defensive timeout there for the Ducks. So here's John Griffin to the plate, a strikeout victim, his first time up. Blackmar's first pitch to him is hit weakly back to the mound. Blackmar off the rubber fields, throws to first in time for the out, and a nice job by the right-hander as he works out of trouble in the 4th. No runs, a hit, a walk. The Bees leave 2. 4 innings through here tonight at New Britain Stadium. We remain scoreless, Ducks and the Bees.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Bobby Blevins, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Oh, I love it. The color of my new Nicolot patio is so vibrant. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
You're welcome. I'm just going to go finish that Nicolot walkway now.
Make your pavers vivid Nicolot pavers. The best looking, most vibrant pavers with the most 3-color blends in the industry. Featuring Nicolot's exclusive paver shield and color blending technology. With color throughout and guaranteed not to fade. Live life in color with Nicolot. Visit Nicolot.com.
Enjoy the ultimate VIP fan experience at Bethpage Ballpark this season by taking in a Ducks game from the exclusive Trouttown Fan Can. Presented by Roscoe Beer Company, the Fan Can is available for rental at all Ducks home games. It features 12 Dream Seat theater-style padded seats, beverage holders, an air-conditioned atmosphere, and an incredible view of the game. Packages are now available with food and beverage included. To reserve your fan can outing today, call the Ducks Group Sales Department at 631-940-3825. The Trouttown Fan Can at Bethpage Ballpark. Your VIP experience awaits. Ducks fans chill out with a cold cup of Hampton Coffee Company gourmet iced coffee available at the concession stands at Bethpage Ballpark this season. Hampton Coffee is the preferred coffee of the Long Island Ducks. Visit HamptonCoffeeCompany.com or check out their cafes in the Hamptons. Ducks will be sending 6, 7, and 8 to the order this inning. Lyons, Puckett, and Blank. And the first pitch misses outside, ball 1. Michael Pollock here bringing you all the action from New Britain Stadium on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball. The 1-0 on the way. And there's a strike over the outside edge to Lyons, 1-1. Duck shortstop was hit by a pitch in the second inning, but was retired at second base. On a fielder's choice here, a ball way low and outside. Got past the catcher Murphy and all the way to the backstop. No harm, no foul, though, with the bases empty. So the count is now 2-1 on Lyons. It was 2 of 17 to start the year, struck out 6 times, and Somerset, not the start he wanted, but hit a home run yesterday for his first of the year, and he just got hit again. Again in the back, almost the exact same spot. Neither one looked intentional at all, but Lyons just jogs down at first, and he is on twice today by way of the hit by pitch. So he might have some sore spots in the morning. Unfortunate there for Lyons. Twice it looked like it hit him almost directly in the same spot in the back. But a good start to get a runner on to open the inning. We'll see if Kevin Baez lets him use his speed. And Lyons certainly does have good speed, and Kevin Baez has had no problem putting him in motion in previous seasons. Last year, Lyons 18 steals and 22 attempts as Cody Puckett swings and misses for strike 1. Ducks have had just one runner in scoring position in this game. That was Burrows, who made it to third in the second inning, but was stranded there when Blank grounded into the fours. The 0-1, and the breaking ball misses low and outside. Even the count at 1-1 on Puckett, who is now 2 of 16 to start the year. Struck out 5 times in Somerset, but he did hit the first home run of the season for Long Island with a 2-run shot in the second inning of Saturday night's game. 1-1. High pop-up foul, first base side. This will go back into the seats out of play. So the count goes to 1-2 on the Ducks' third baseman. Again, Long Island will return home after Wednesday morning's game, and they will play their first home game of the season on Thursday when they welcome in the defending Freedom Division champions, the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Simon about 56 pitches to this point. The 1-2 is swung and grounded up the third base line. Rosa backhands in fair territory. The long throw to first is in time for the out. It's a good play by Rosa to retire Puckett, but ultimately Puckett does get the job done in essence. Although he wasn't trying to bunt, he ends up getting Lyons over to second base with only 1 out. And now the Ducks potentially a single away from taking the first lead of the ball game. So here is Blank to the plate, who grounded into the force out at second, as I mentioned, in the second inning to end the frame. First pitch to him here is a breaking ball in for a called strike. The count 0-1. Blank was having a very good batting practice today. Hit several baseballs out of the ballpark, including one that hit a light tower in left center field. 0-1 is down in the dirt. Good block. And the count 1-1. It hit about almost halfway up the light tower, and then he had another one that hit about halfway up the Bees Vision scoreboard in left center field off of one of the side panels. Here comes a 1-1 from Simon. Kicks and fires, and Blank swings, hits a line drive to short, but it is caught there by Chavez. So Blank is retired on the soft line out, 2 away in the 5th. With Lyons still at second, that'll bring up the second baseman, Blake Barber.
Second baseman, number 33, Blake Barber.
Ducks offense having a little bit of a slow start to the season. Just haven't been able to get hits consistently. Only one hit here tonight after being limited to just 5 hits last night, or yesterday afternoon, I should say, in Somerset. The first pitch here to Barber is a breaking ball strike over the outside corner. Count goes to 0-1. Barber a ground out to third his first time up. A nice play made by Rosa for that out. From the stretch, it'll be an 0-1. And now time called. Lions, the runner at second with very good speed. The Ducks looking for a single here, and the outfielders are fairly deep, especially in center and in left. The 0-1. Fastball just missing a little bit outside. And that'll even things up at 1 ball and 1 strike on Barber. If he reaches, Phelan Lentini will be next. The 1-1 on the way is again low and outside. Not missing by much is Simon. But he's now behind in the count, 2-1. Barber last season, an infielder out of California who is 26 years old, was with Jupiter and New Orleans in the Marlins organization. Spent the first 4 years of his career there. And he fouls one off here up onto the roof above the press box and off to our right. Evens up the count at 2-2. And now Simon 1 strike away from getting out of this inning. No score between the Ducks and the Bees as we play top half of inning number 5. From the stretch, the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, 4, strike 3. Chase the breaking ball down in the zone. Strikeout number 4 on the day for Simon, and the side retired. No runs, no hits, 1 left for the Ducks. We're halfway through and remain tied up 0-0 between the Ducks and the Bees.
Hey fans, this is catcher Mike Blank, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Municipal Credit Union is a proud sponsor of the Long Island Ducks. For 100 years, MCU has helped New Yorkers achieve their goals with competitive financial products and services. Meet your important or unexpected needs with an MCU personal loan. Whether it's the cost of moving, a family vacation, or even home repairs, an MCU personal loan is a simple solution. To learn more about how an MCU personal loan can work for you, visit nymcu.org today. MCU, celebrating 100 years of service.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owls party deck, the Trout Town fan can, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nicolak Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
To the bottom half of the 5th inning, where the Ducks and the Bees are scoreless here at New Britain Stadium. Ducks, as we mentioned, return home on Thursday. It'll be the 2016 home opener for Long Island. Bud Harrelson Garden Gnomes going out to the first 1,500 fans, courtesy of PC Richard and Son. Pre-game ceremonies to recognize John Brownell, the defending Atlantic League Pitcher of the Year, and Dan Lyons, the Rawlings Gold Glove Defensive Player of the Year from 2015. Teams will be introduced along the lines. Should be a fun night, as always, at Bethpage Ballpark. First pitch here, popped up to the right side, foul territory. Blank and Burrows giving chase. This will land, though, in the first row behind the Bees dugout. And so the count is 0-1 on Steve Carrillo, the second baseman and 8-hitter for New Britain. Mark Blackmar beginning his 5th inning of work. He has pitched well to this point, allowing just 2 hits and 2 walks, has struck out 3. And he is about to throw his 60th pitch of the game. Here comes an 0-1. Kicking the pitch on the way, swung on and missed. Out in front of it. That'll run the count to 0-2. Quiet crowd here tonight. And both the Ducks and the Bees looking for the game's first run. Blackmore was ready to throw, but time was called. Now ready, and the 0-2 kick in the pitch on the way. It's a breaking ball just above the belt. And Carrillo took it for a ball. The count goes to 1-2. Carrillo last year was with the Florence Freedom of the Frontier League. Breaking ball here. Ducks thought he went around. The first base umpire Tyler Thurman says otherwise. So that'll even things up at 2-2. Blackmore's had a good breaking ball in this game. He's trying to get a lot of hitters to chase down in the zone. He's gotten a couple. It's only 3 strikeouts to this point. Here's the 2-2. Line drive in a left field down the line. That's going to be a base hit for Carrillo. Cleary Jr. over to cut it off. On his way to second is Carrillo. The throw coming in is not going to be in time. So for the second straight inning, a leadoff double for the Bees. And Carrillo on at second with nobody out.
Catcher, number 19, Nick Murphy.
Well, with that double, the Ducks seem to be getting some action going in their bullpen down the left field line. Cannot see who. Again, the bullpen is beyond the left field wall, but you can see some bodies moving, and you can see the catcher in the bullpen, but you just can't see the pitcher that is throwing. The catcher is further down past the outfield wall, and you can see to the left of the wall who it is. Obviously, it's Mike Dowd, the backup catcher. Squaring the bunt was Murphy. He ends up taking a strike, and the count goes to 0-1. Again, Murphy's making his first professional start. He was in college baseball last year at California State University, Northridge. So getting an opportunity right out of college to play professional baseball. Already squaring the bunt here. Blackmore set the 0-1, and he bunts it foul, third base side of the plate. So Murphy could not get it down, and he's now behind 0-2. Last year was awarded academic All Big West honors while with Cal State Northridge. Split time there between catcher and DH. He's just 22 years old, will turn 23 on May 1st, this Sunday. So now it'll be an 0-2 pitch with Carrillo leading at second and nobody out. Blackmore is ready to go. Looks to second. And now the 0-2. That misses down and in. Like a change up that time from the right-hander, and the count goes to 1-2 strikes. First of 20 meetings between the two teams this year. They will play these 3, and then they don't meet again until the end of May at Bethpage Ballpark. 4 games in 3 days. The 1-2, line foul, first base side into the crowd. So that one goes in and out of play. We'll do it again at 1-2 strikes. Blackmore gets the sign and comes set. And another 1-2. Murphy grounds this one to third. Gobbled up there by Cody Puckett. Looks the runner back to second, and his throw to first is in time. So Murphy retired on the ground out to third. Carrillo has to stay put, 1 away.
Shortstop, number 11, Brandon Chavez.
Now the public address announcer is pronouncing him as Brandon Chavez. The Bees game notes said Chavez was the pronunciation. But the announcer saying it, we'll go with that. Brandon Chavez. Again, a member of the Camden River Sharks recently. Switch hitter batting from the left side. 0 for 2 in this game. First pitch to him is a breaking ball strike on the outside corner, 0-1. He has also played in the Atlantic League with the York Revolution, the Bridgeport Bluefish, and the Somerset Patriots. 15 homers, 133 runs batted in 5 Atlantic League seasons. The 0-1. That missed inside, almost caught him on the jersey. Evens the count at 1-1. 36 years old, out of Hilo, Hawaii, is Brandon Chavez. Blackmar looking in. Now he's ready. Runner started to go from second, but then stopped, and the 1-1 is low. A little bit of a mix-up there. Dan Lyons had crept in behind second base with the runner starting to go towards third. Blackmar ended up throwing the pitch to the plate. He missed for ball 2. Chavez and Jones, the next two hitters. Chavez at the plate, Jones on deck, combined 0 for 4 so far with 3 groundouts and a strikeout. Be a 2-1 pitch. Blackmar looking back towards second base, now fires, and Chavez pops this one in the air to shallow center, actually towards left center. The shortstop Lyons will make the catch. Going out onto the outfield grass, so that is the second out. Chavez no 0 for 3.
Center fielder, number 6, John Jones.
And with 2 outs, that will leave it up to the center fielder, John Jones. Carrillo opening the inning with a double down the left field line, his 3rd hit of the year. It's staying put at second base after the failed bunt attempt by Murphy, an eventual ground out to third, and then the Chavez pop out to short. First pitch coming from Blackmar. On the way, and the breaking ball misses low and outside, ball 1. Kevin Byers would like his right-hander to give him at least 5 today. He's currently at 73 pitches. And again, early on, most starters will usually go around 75, 80 pitches with the very short spring training here in the Atlantic League of just a week and a half. Blackmar wants to go through the signs again with blank. So Jones will step out and then get back in. Jones, a former draft pick of the Blue Jays in 2010, 29th round. The 1-0. Hit on the ground, a second off the end of the bat. Blake Barber is there. His throw to first is just in time to get the speedy Jones. And the side retired. So a good job by Blackmar after allowing the leadoff double back-to-back innings. He's given up an inning-opening double and not allowed a run. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. Bees have left 5 through 5. And we have played 5 with no score in this good pitchers duel between Long Island and New Britain.
Hey fans, this is relief pitcher Bruce Kern, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hey, PSEG Long Island customers. Want to learn how to save on your electric bill? Here's one way. You can save up to $100 each year by simply replacing 10 incandescent bulbs with CFL or LED bulbs. Want to save even more? Take our online home energy survey. It's free. It takes just 10 minutes to complete, and it may save you hundreds more. Find out about our energy efficiency programs at www.pseglyny.com/savemoney.
M&V Limousines is the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks. Family owned and operated, they've been in the business for over 23 years. M&V Limousines offers coach buses with Wi-Fi and restrooms, party buses, exotic limousines, and so much more. Whether you're looking for transportation for weddings, proms, corporate outings, or long-distance trips, they've got the right vehicle for you. Visit their showroom in Comac or check them out online at mvlimo.com. M&V Limousines, the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks.
Ducks fans follow all season long as the Long Island Ducks try to meet the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 home runs, Chappie's Funeral Homes will donate $5,000 to the Quacker Jack Foundation. Chappie's Funeral Homes, where caring for others is our family tradition. Well, the Bees have made the first pitching change of the night as we remain scoreless through 5 innings. Just 4 hits combined between the two teams. 1 for the Ducks, a single in the 4th by Lou Ford, and the 3-4 New Britain. A pair of doubles, Steve Carrillo in the 5th inning and Craig Maddox in the 4th, both leading off the inning, and an infield single by Kevin Rivers in the 1st. Both starters have done a terrific job in this game, and I have to think they are both probably done. I know one is done, and that is Bees starter Kyle Simon. He has finished his night, and now into the game is right-hander Colin Moberly for New Britain, a knuckleballer out of Eli, Minnesota, 6'1", 205 pounds. He is 27 years old and known for that knuckleball that he throws. He's also beginning his pro career after being a collegiate player at Northland College, where he was also a hockey player in addition to baseball. So here's Moberly to face the top of the Ducks order. Lentini to lead off, and he takes low and inside for ball one. That knuckleball will primarily be what we see here from the right-hander. He has yet to pitch this season, and here deals a strike to even up the count at 1-1. Lentini looking for his first hit of the game. He is 0 for 2 thus far with a pair of strikeouts. The 1-1, knuckleball on the outside corner. Another called strike, and it's 1-2. So Lentini behind in the count. Infield straight away. The outfield slightly shifted towards right. The 1-2, that misses low and away. And the catcher Murphy had a little trouble catching it. That'll leave up the count at 2-2. Murphy looks like he's wearing a little bit of a bigger glove now with that knuckleballer on the hill. Here's the 2-2 from Moberly. Pitch on the way is off the outside edge and low again, ball 3. Ducks would love to get Lentini on here to potentially use his speed to try and get him into scoring position. Try and break this scoreless tie. Here's the payoff pitch, and Lentini takes a called strike 3 over the inside corner. Lentini could not believe the call. So Lentini has struck out 3 times tonight. He had some choice words for Don Lavallee, the home plate umpire. Thought he had ball 4. First strikeout for Moberly, and that's the first out here in the top half of inning number 6. Up to the plate steps the switch hitting Delta Cleary Jr., who will bat from the left side. First pitch on the way, and Cleary Jr. takes low and in. And that is ball 1. Tonight he is 0 for 2, a ground out to second in the first, a line out to short in the third. Now the 1-0. That's down and in again. 2 balls and no strikes on Cleary Jr. Moberly struck out 65 batters in 73 innings last year, earning UMAC Baseball All-Conference honors. And here Cleary Jr. hits one well in the air to right. Going back is the right fielder Hewitt. It's over his head. That'll go to the wall. Cleary Jr. around first. He will motor into second and stop right there with a 1-out double. First extra base hit of the ball game for the Ducks. And Cleary Jr. getting a good pitch to hit up in the zone, and he socked that over the right fielder Anthony Hewitt's head. For Delta Cleary Jr., it's his first double of the year, second extra base hit. He had a triple in Somerset. And the Ducks now with the go-ahead run at second base and 1 out for Lou Ford. Ducks have some experience with the knuckleball, but more so seeing it than facing it, since it was Mickey Janis on the Ducks last year who displayed that knuckleball. And there's one that misses up and inside for ball 1. Janis last year displaying a terrific knuckleball early in the year that got him signed on July 1st by the New York Mets organization. He's now pitching at AA Binghamton. Moberly deals and Ford swings and fouls this one back to the backstop. Tonight he's 1 for 2, had a single to left in the 4th inning, struck out looking in the 1st. Ford has now hit safely in each of the last 4 games after taking an 0 for 4 on opening night. The 1-1. Down and in, scooted away from the catcher, but Cleary Jr. could not break for third because the catcher was able to ricochet that ball up the third base line. So the count goes to 2 balls and a strike here. Ducks looking like they're going to try and show some patience against Moberly, who's having a little bit of trouble finding the strike zone here in this inning. He got the strike 3 call on what was a very close pitch that Lentini did not agree was a strike. From the stretch, the 2-1. Ford swings, chops one back to the mound. It's over the mound, towards short, charging Chavez. He fields on the run, he'll have no play. Ford is going to be safe at first. Cleary Jr. makes his way to third. The Ducks with runners at the corners and 1 out for Sean Burrows. As a high chopper towards the mound. Thought Moberly might have a chance, but it went over his head. And by the time Chavez got to it, no chance to make the play. So Ford with his second hit of the night. It is his first multi-hit game of the season. And now Sean Burrows will step to the plate with runners at first and third and 1 out. Burrows 0 for 1 with a walk in this game. We've seen him swing first pitch often this year. We'll see if he tries to do so again. A fly ball with Cleary Jr. speed should give the Ducks the lead. First pitch taken, and it misses up high for a ball 1-0. That looked like a fastball that time. Burrows has driven in 1 on the year. He is now 4 of 17. The 1-0, swinging a tapper foul to the first base side of the backstop, and the count goes to 1-1. Cleary Jr. at third, Ford at first, both with good speed. Long Island looking for their first run since the second inning of yesterday's game on the Dan Lyons solo home run. The 1-1, inside and low. Terrific block, though, by Murphy at home plate. That looked like it was ticketed for the backstop, if not for the block of Murphy, and if it had gone, Ducks would have taken the 1-0 lead. Each team with 3 hits now in the ball game. Burrows ready at the plate. Moberly ready on the hill. Here's the 2-1, inside and low. This one gets past Murphy. This will go to the backstop, and that will allow Cleary Jr. to motor home from third with the game's first run. It's a wild pitch, and the Ducks break the scoreless tie. They lead it 1-0 in the bottom of the 6th inning, top of the 6th inning. So a wild pitch from Moberly, who had nearly thrown one the batter before, or the pitch before, I should say. And then the next one missing down and in. Moberly's had trouble locating it. So Ford goes to second. And Cleary Jr. scores. Pitch on the way, and Burrows takes outside, ball 4. So Sean Burrows draws his second walk of the game. The second issued by New Britain Pitching. It's another Municipal Credit Union walk with a purpose. Every time a Ducks batter walks, the Quacker Jack Foundation wins. So now 2 men on with 1 out, and up to the plate will step Blake T. Cody. So the Ducks have broken the scoreless tie here, now looking to add a few more. Moberly having trouble. He has allowed 3 straight to reach on a double, an infield single, and a walk. First pitch to T. Cody. He takes low and inside again for a ball, and it's 1-0. Moberly just having a lot of trouble finding the strike zone here. He has thrown 19 pitches in this inning, only 7 of which have been strikes. Ford leads at second, Burrows at first, and the 0-1 is popped up. Foul territory, the first base side of home plate. Murphy sheds the mask, but he'll run out of room. And this will land about 5 rows back into the seats. And the count quickly 0-2 on T. Cody. 1-1 on T. Cody. Scoreboard shows 0-2, but the first pitch was definitely a ball. So the count indeed 1-1. The home plate umpire showing 1-1 now. Middle infielders at double play depth. The corner infielders about halfway. 1-1. Knuckleball misses up and outside for ball number 2. T. Cody 0 for 2 tonight. A foul pop to third in the second and a 4-6-3 double play ground out in the 4th. From the stretch of 2-1, way up and outside. Moberly having trouble finding the strike zone. It's 3-1. If T. Cody reaches on a walk, that would load the bases with Dan Lyons waiting on deck. Ducks trying to take advantage of the erratic right-hander. Runners lead the 3-1 on the way, and T. Cody takes upstairs, ball 4. Back-to-back walks issued by the right-hander. Another Municipal Credit Union walk with a purpose. Every time a Ducks batter walks, the Quacker Jack Foundation wins. So T. Cody makes his way to first on the walk. Burrows to second, Ford to third. Bases loaded with 1 out. I've not seen Stan Clyburn, the manager of the Bees, or their pitching coach Jason Blanton leave the dugout yet. So here is Lyons with the bases loaded and 1 out. First pitch, knuckleball drops in for a strike, and the count 0-1. Lyons has come to the plate twice. He's been hit by a pitch twice, both times in the back. Here's the 0-1. Ground ball to third, past the diving Rosa. It's a fair ball down the left field line. Ford will score. Burrows around third. He will score. Stomping at third is T. Cody. It's a 2-run double for Dan Lyons, and the Ducks extend the lead to 3-0 in the 6th inning. third and fourth runs batted in of the season for Dan Lyons. A line drive ground ball to the left side of the infield, and Rosa, who was playing in tight, tried to dive and stop it but could not do so. It goes past his glove and down the line. So Lyons drives in two, and now two in scoring position, still only one out, and Cody Puckett will come to the plate. So Lyons comes through with a big hit. And that's now 5 straight that have reached, and now Cody Puckett hit by a pitch. The third Duck to be hit tonight, as that one seemed to catch him on the leg. He is all right. He'll make his way down to third. Now 6 straight have reached, and that is going to summon Jason Blanton, the pitching coach of the Bees, to try and settle down Moberly. Struck out Phelan Lentini looking to open this inning on a close call that Lentini did not agree with. And since that point, a double by Cleary Jr., an infield single by Lou Ford, a wild pitch that scored for Cleary Jr. from third, back-to-back walks, a 2-run double, and now a hit by pitch. And Moberly now up to 26 pitches, only 10 for strikes. And so a lengthy conference on the mound here between Blanton and Moberly, who will stay in the game. And it'll be Mike Blank who will come to the plate for the Ducks. He will be the 8th Duck to bat in this inning, as Long Island has scored 3 runs on 3 hits and 2 walks, as well as a hit batter in the inning. So here is Blank to the plate from the right side. The runner at third, Blake T. Cody. The runner at second, Dan Lyons. The runner at first, Cody Puckett. Moberly comes set on the hill, his first pitch, and Blank will take a fastball strike down the middle. 0-1. Moberly looking to get ahead in the count here. Ducks have been preaching patience so far in this inning with Moberly's erratic stuff. Now the 0-1. That's down in the dirt. Good block by Murphy. That gets by. T. Cody scores, and it's a 4-0 ball game. Still only 1 out in the inning. Blake Barber waiting on deck. Blank 0 for 2 in the game. He has grounded into a force out and lined to short. The 1-1. And Blank hits a high fly ball to center. Well hit, but playable for John Jones. He'll make the catch. Tagging from third is T. Cody. He will come home. The throw goes into third, and the other 2 runners move up. So it's a sac fly and an RBI for Mike Blank, his first run batted in of the year. The Ducks now lead it 4-0 over the Bees. So T. Cody scores his 3rd run on the sacrifice fly. Lyons had tagged to go to third right away. The throw came in at third base to try and get him. And as that throw went to third, good base running by Puckett to take second base. That's big now. If Barber gets a single, 2 runs could score, and the lead could go up to 6. First pitch, and Barber takes low and outside for a ball. Count goes to 1-0. Barber in this game 0 for 2 with a ground out to third and a strikeout. Here's the pitch. He takes a knuckleball at the knees for a called strike. And that will even up the count at 1-1. 4 runs in the inning as the Ducks have batted around for the first time this season. Barber, the 9th man to hit in the inning. Lyons leads at third, Puckett at second with 2 down, the 1-1, and Barber chops this one up the third base line. Backhanded by Rosa. The long throw across the diamond is in time for the out, and the side retired. But not before the Ducks bat around. They get 4 runs in the inning on 3 hits, 2 walks, and a hit by pitch. No errors, they leave 2. And we have now played 5.5 innings. Ducks lead the Bees by a count of 4-0.
Hey fans, this is catcher Mike Dowd, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
James Simmons is going back. He is looking up, and on Bark in the Park Night, that one is gone and reaches a kennel in Central Islip.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Well, the Ducks unable to get much going through the first 5 innings of this game. Just 1 hit through 5. Are able to get 3 hits and 2 walks and played 4 runs against knuckleballer Colin Moberly in the top half of the 6th inning. The Ducks with their largest run-scoring inning of the year, and they lead it 4-0 over the Bees. Puts Mark Blackmar, the starter tonight, in a position to win. Kevin Baez has turned it over to his bullpen as we go to the 6th. No surprise with Blackmar getting his pitch count up around, if not over, the 75 pitch mark. And so the Bees will have to face the Ducks bullpen now for the next 4 innings. I'll get you the final line on Blackmar, but Patrick Kreider is the first out of the pen for Long Island here in the 6th. As the lefty comes in with 2 lefties due up to start off the inning, Craig Maddox and Kevin Rivers. First pitch on the way, and Maddox hits a ground ball to second. Blake Barber is there, and his throw to first in time for the out. 1 pitch, 1 out, and a good start for Kreider. Blackmar goes 5 innings in this game. He gives up 3 hits, but no runs. He did not allow a run in 4 innings during spring training either. So Blackmar throwing the ball well to start. He walked 2 batters in this game and struck out 3. Try and get you his final pitch totals, but ultimately he is in line for the win. If the Ducks bullpen can hold this, first pitch on the way to Rivers is a breaking ball in at the knees for a called strike. And the count 0-1. Rivers 1 for 2 in this game, an infield single in the first to second base, and a line out to short in the 4th. 0-1 coming from Kreider. Kicks and fires, and Rivers swings. It's a fly ball to center. Ford started in, now takes a step or 2 back. And he'll make the catch on the line drive to retire Rivers. Just 3 pitches for Kreider, and he has retired 2 in a row. I was about to say Rivers was a thorn in the Ducks' side last year. He had 360 to lead all Barnstormers who had 20 or more at-bats against the Ducks last year. And he also led all of those Barnstormers with 5 home runs against Long Island. He contributed 13 runs batted in. That was the second highest total behind Brian Cavazos Galvez, who had 16 and had 18 hits, which was the second most on the team behind Cavazos Galvez's 19. Kevin Baez goes to his bullpen here. He's going to take out Kreider, who retires both lefties he faces. We'll have a new pitcher coming in with 2 down, 4-0 Ducks, bottom of the 6th inning.
Hey fans, this is pitching coach Marty Jansen, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Northwell Health Southside Hospital in Bayshore is the healthcare heart of our community. We provide outstanding healthcare right here at home with centers of excellence in cardiology, orthopedics, neurosciences, women's health services, and much more. Experience counts, and Northwell Health Southside Hospital has been around for nearly a century of care. For more information, please call 631-968-3000 or visit us on the web at northwell.edu.
Family fun every time.
Beautiful evening for baseball.
Big action every time.
He reaches up, it's gone!
Great value every time.
And the Ducks have won it 7-1.
The Ducks schedule is loaded with new promotions this season, and with an average ticket price of just $10 and free parking, there is no better value on Long Island. For game times and tickets, visit liducks.com. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
Well, Patrick Kreider comes out of the bullpen for the Ducks in the bottom of the 6th inning. Retires the first 2 hitters he faces on just 3 pitches. Maddox on a ground out to second, Rivers on a fly out to center. And with 2 down, Kevin Baez then calls on a righty. And he calls he calls Bruce Kern to the mound to face Jovan Rosa. As the Ducks manager wants to set up some matchups here, so Bruce Kern will pitch here in the 6th inning against Rosa, and then we'll see if he leaves Kern in for the 7th or goes to another arm in his bullpen. Again, in theory, the Ducks set up for 7, 8, 9. If all goes according to plan for Kevin Baez, there's a strike, nothing in 1, and depending on the matchups, Kevin Baez has said his ideal scenario is having Dan Blewett pitching in the 7th inning, Amalio Diaz for the 8th, and Todd Coffey for the 9th. Now, obviously not a safe situation right now, as the 0-1 is down low to Rosa, and the count even up at 1-1. That can also depend on which pitchers are available during the course of the day, but Bruce Kern was successful last year in a lot of different roles for Long Island. 1-1 on the way, and Rosa takes inside for ball 2. Rosa has bounced back to the mound and walked in his 2 trips to the plate. Kern started the year kind of as a middle relief guy, became a late inning guy at certain points, and then a spot starter and eventually a full-time starter by the end of the year. 2-1. Fastball missing upstairs here from Kern. He falls behind on Rosa, 3-1. If Rosa reaches, Anthony Hewitt will be next. Three-one pitch. Rosa takes. That's downstairs, ball 4. So not what the Ducks were hoping for there. With 2 outs and the base is empty, Kern comes out of the bullpen to face the righty and walks him on 5 pitches. So Anthony Hewitt will now step up to the plate. Hewitt tonight 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout. And Kern will try and bounce back here against the righty swinging right fielder. Comes set on the hill. And his first pitch is a fastball right down the chute for a strike, 0-1. Kern was signed in the offseason by the Kansas City Royals. Pitched in minor league camp with them in spring training. Did well according to him, but ultimately was released at the end of camp. Team didn't have space for him. The 0-1. Breaking ball, nicely thrown by Kern. A swing and a miss by Hewitt. He was out in front. Hewitt, a native of Brooklyn, New York. Got 0-2, and Kern trying to get 3 straight strikes to end this inning. 28-year-old Hewitt awaits, or 27, excuse me, and he fouls one off back behind the plate upstairs, out of play onto the roof. We will do it again. He's 6'1", 190 pounds. 2008 draft pick by the Phillies and spent 7 seasons in their organization. Was with Frederick, the Advanced A affiliate of the Orioles last year. Another 0-2 from Kern, and Hewitt takes a breaking ball that just missed the outside corner. Close pitch. Hewitt thought about swinging but laid off. And it just missed the corner for a ball. It's 1-2. John Griffin waiting in the on-deck circle for New Britain. Here's the 1-2 offering. Breaking ball swung on and missed, strike 3. Got him to chase down low. Tag applied by Blank. And that ends the inning. No runs, no hits for the Bees. They leave 1. 6 complete tonight here at New Britain Stadium. First ever meeting between the two teams. Ducks have a 4-0 lead.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Jack Snodgrass, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Long Island's Ford Giant is bigger and better than ever. Sayville Ford celebrating the grand opening of their new state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives, luxurious customer lounge, and a larger selection to choose from. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford's grand opening celebration is going on now. Visit SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more about Sayville Ford's grand opening savings. Call 631-589-4800 today.
Have your birthday at the ballpark this season and celebrate with the Flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt and autographed baseball, a pizza and Kona Ice party in the Hebrew National Picnic area, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-3825. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience. We move to the top half of the 7th inning as the Long Island Ducks, with a 4-run top of the 6th inning, have taken a 4-0 lead. Colin Moberly's night is over, and he will be replaced by a right-hander for the Bees. It is Sean Haviland. So he takes over for Moberly, who did not have his best knuckleball in the 6th as the Ducks batted around. And he will face the top of the order here in the 7th, Lentini, Cleary Jr., and Lou Ford. Fans, don't forget to stop by the Waddle Lynch Shop on your next visit to Bethpage Ballpark, where exclusive hard-to-find Ducks memorabilia is now on sale. Proceeds benefit the Quacker Jack Foundation, the charitable arm of the Long Island Ducks. First pitch to Lentini. Takes a strike over the outside corner. The count goes to 0-1. Lentini 0 for 3 in this game with a trio of strikeouts. And here he takes low and outside for a ball. It's 1-1, in danger of seeing his 4-game hitting streak come to an end to start the year. He's had at least one hit in each of the first 4 games. A 1-1 from Haviland, low and outside for a ball, and it's 2-1. For Haviland, this is his second appearance of the year. He threw 4 innings his first time out. Gave up 2 hits, 1 run, earned a walk, and 5 strikeouts in relief. The 2-1. That fastball catches the outside corner, another called strike. Evens things up at 2-2 on Lentini. Out of the windup, the pitch on the way. Lentini takes a breaking ball that misses just a little bit high and inside. Count runs full at 3-2. Haviland, a Middletown, Connecticut native, who is 30 years old, stands in at 6'2", 200 pounds. Pitch on the way is hit high in the air. Foul territory, first base side. John Griffin, the first baseman, is under it. And the former Duck makes the catch for the first out here in inning number 7. Moberly went 1 inning for the Bees, gave up 3 hits and 4 runs, all of which were earned. Walked 2 batters and struck out 1. He also hit a batter and threw a wild pitch. So not the inning he was looking for. And as we mentioned, Sean Haviland now in the game, wearing number 38 for the Bees. First pitch to Delta Cleary Jr. is a fastball up and away for a ball. And the count goes to 1-0. Cleary Jr. started the inning off with a 1-out double to right and eventually scored on the wild pitch by Moberly. The 1-0. That's a strike again at the knees. And that'll even things up at 1-1. For that, Cleary Jr. had bounced to second in line to short. Infield straight away, the 1-1. Chopped on the ground, foul at home plate. Sounded like he caught the shin guard of the catcher, Murphy. The count is 1-2. Ducks have a right-hander warming in their bullpen down the left field line. And I have to think again, it might be Blewett, Diaz, Coffey, if all goes according to plan for Kevin Baez, even though it is not a safe situation here. The 1-2, breaking ball low and away. Taken by Cleary Jr. for ball 2. Lou Ford will be next. All right, now Kevin Baez is going to try and put his best arms in, the guys he feels most confident in, to try and get him a win, their first of the season. The 2-2, line drive left center field. On the run over is the left fielder Rivers. He can't get it. It lands in for a base hit. Cleary Jr. will turn and stop at first. Back-to-back hits and back-to-back bats for Cleary Jr. A double in the 6th, a single in the 7th, and the Ducks have their speedy outfielder on with Lou Ford coming to the plate. Again, Cleary Jr. last year with 34 stolen bases in 42 attempts. He has great speed. We'll see if Kevin Myers puts him in motion here to get an insurance run in scoring position for Ford. First pitch on the way. Ford takes a fastball up and inside, ball 1. Ford 2 for 3 on the night with a pair of singles, 1 to left in the 4th, 1 to short in the 6th, and then scored in that 6th inning as well. A 1-0, taken up and inside again, as Haviland has missed badly with the last 2 pitches. It's 2-0. Haviland last season was in AAA with the Pawtucket Red Sox. 756 strikeouts in 185 games, 160 of them starts in his career. Up and inside, another ball. It's 3-0 on Lou Ford. And another walk would put 2 on with 1 out for Sean Burrows, who waits in the on-deck circle. From the stretch, the kick and the pitch. Ford taking all the way. That's in for a called strike. Count goes to 3-1 now on Lou Ford. In his 7th season with the Ducks, more than any other current player on the team roster. Cleary Jr. leads at first. There he goes, 3-1, up high, ball 4. Throw went down to second, didn't matter. Lou Ford draws the walk. He's been on base now 3 times tonight, and it's another Municipal Credit Union walk with a purpose. Every time a Ducks batter walks, the Quackerjack Foundation wins. 4th walk issued by Bees pitching. And that will bring Sean Burrows to the plate with the runner at second and 1 man out. So Cleary Jr., the runner at second, Lou Ford at first. Good speed on the bases for Long Island. And Haviland's first pitch to Sean Burrows. A swung on it, ripped up the right field line, foul. Good swing by Burrows. Hit it hard towards the first base side, but just a little out in front. Burrows tonight has drawn a pair of walks. His first 2 walks of the season, 1 in the 2nd, 1 in the 6th, then popped to short in the 4th. Haviland looks in for the sign from Murphy. Shakes him off a couple times. And now gets the pitch he likes. And now time called at home plate. So good speed on for Long Island. Looking to add some insurance runs here. They open up a 4-0 lead. And the 0-1 ripped on the ground to the right side. Griffin will field. He'll take the out at first. That is it. So Burrows retired on the 3 unassisted put out. Ford goes to second. Cleary Jr. goes to third. And with 2 away, that will leave it up to Blake T. Cody.
Number 6, Blake T. Cody.
So Burrows heads back to the dugout. Now 2 in scoring position for Long Island with Blake T. Cody coming to the plate, who was 0 for 2 thus far on the night, but he did draw a walk and score a run last inning. From the stretch, Haviland is set, and his first pitch on the way. T. Cody takes a big breaking ball that drops in for a strike, and the count 0-1. In the series against Somerset on Saturday night, T. Cody tied a franchise record with 3 doubles in 1 game against Somerset. Now the 0-1 pitch. Checks his swing, but home plate umpire Don LaValle says he went around, so T. Cody now behind in the count at 0-2. All right, now Haviland 1 strike away from getting out of this jam. Be an 0-2 pitch coming up. Haviland looks in for the sign from Murphy. Gets the pitch he likes. Cleary Jr. leads at third. Ford at second with 2 down. The 0-2. T. Cody a swing and a miss on a fastball for strike 3. Big strikeout for Haviland. He works around the walk in the single and keeps the Ducks off the scoreboard. No runs, 1 hit. Ducks leave 2. and have now left 5 on base in the last 3 innings. We head to the bottom of the 7th. It's time to stretch. Ducks 4 and the Bees nothing.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Nick Struck, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hey, Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Upsky Long Island Hotel in Hauppauge. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Upsky Long Island Hotel features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. Best of all, it's only minutes from Bethpage Ballpark. The Upsky Long Island Hotel, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Family fun every time.
Beautiful evening for baseball.
Big action every time.
He reaches up. It's gone!
Great value every time.
And the Ducks have won it 7-1.
The Ducks schedule is loaded with new promotions this season, and with an average ticket price of just $10 and free parking, there is no better value on Long Island. For game times and tickets, visit liducks.com. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
Hey fans, this is pitcher James Lemangino, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
M&V Limousines is the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks. Family owned and operated, they've been in the business for over 23 years. M&V Limousines offers coach buses with Wi-Fi and restrooms, party buses, exotic limousines, and so much more. Whether you're looking for transportation for weddings, proms, corporate outings, or long-distance trips, they've got the right vehicle for you. Visit their showroom in Comac or check them out online at mvlimo.com. M&V Limousines, the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks.
Bottom half of the 7th inning we go. Ducks continuing to lead it 4-0 over the New Britain Bees. And as expected, Kevin Myers has called on right-hander Dan Blewett to pitch in the bottom of the 7th. And for Blewett, it will be his 3rd appearance of the young season. Pitched every other day to this point, and he will face the bottom 3 in the order for New Britain: John Griffin, Steve Carrillo, and Nick Murphy. Michael Pollock here, bringing you all the action. Thank you so much for tuning in on your Monday night. Almost forgotten what night it was. Monday night. First ever meeting in both of these teams' history, as the Bees opened up their inaugural season on Thursday night and ended up losing 3-4 to the York Revolution. Ducks looking for their first win of the year after having a rough weekend in Somerset, New Jersey, the home of the defending champion Patriots. And the first pitch here to John Griffin, fisted out in a shallow right field. Sean Burrows, the first baseman, out to make the catch. And Griffin retired on 1 pitch. He's now 0 for 3 in his first meeting with his former club. 1 away in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Well, let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. Kind of an abbreviated one with only one other game going on in the Atlantic League tonight. That's down in Sugar Land, Texas, where the Skeeters, who lost their first game of the year yesterday to the Bluefish, who got Luis Rodriguez his first managerial win. Skeeters and the Barnstormers playing right now. They're scoreless top half of the 2nd inning. First pitch from Blewett to Steve Carrillo. Bunted at and pulled back, taken for ball 1. Brian Woodall, the starter for the Barnstormers, and he is facing former Barnstormer Brian Morgado. And again, no score in the early going there, and the only other Atlantic League game tonight. 1-0. There's a fastball strike to even the count at 1-1. Bluefish will face off against the Blue Crabs tomorrow. And then the Patriots will play the Revolution. Bees will get their first meeting with their in-state rivals, the Bluefish, this weekend at the ballpark at Harbor Yard. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Way out in front was Carrillo in the count of 1-2. Carrillo a double and a ground out to third in his 2 at-bats tonight. So that'll be a 1-ball, 2-strike pitch coming up in this righty-righty matchup. Blewett looks in for the sign, gets the pitch he likes from Mike Blank. And the 1-2 on the way. Swinging a fly ball in the air to shallow left. Out is the shortstop, Dan Lyons, on the edge of the outfield grass. He'll make the catch. And Lyons retired. 2 pop-ups for 2 outs here, induced by Blewett, who in his first 2 outings combined to go an inning and a third. No hits, no runs, a walk, and 2 strikeouts. Mets have a 3-1 lead over the Reds at Citi Field, top of the 4th inning. Mets starting Noah Syndergaard tonight. Raisel Iglesias for the Reds. Michael Conforto has hit his 3rd home run of the year. Lucas Duda has gone deep for his 4th. Fastball in for a called strike. 0-1 on Nick Murphy, who in his first professional game is 0 for 2 with a pop out to second and a ground out to third. Blewett trying for a 1-2-3 bottom of the 7th. The 0-1. There is a breaking ball down low for ball 1. Yankees and the Rangers are scoreless, top of the 2nd at Globe Life Park in Arlington, Texas. Nathan Eovaldi starting for the Yankees, and Cesar Ramos for the Rangers. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Big fastball from the righty Blewett. And he blew it right by Murphy. Count goes to 1-2. NHL playoff action tonight. The Ducks and the Predators scoreless. Blackhawks and the Blues later on at 8:30, which is just about to get underway. Blewett's 1-2 pitch, and Murphy takes a fastball on the outside corner for strike 3 called. Blewett's first strikeout, 5th for Ducks pitching, and Blewett works a quick 1-2-3 bottom of the 7th. We'll head to the 8th here at New Britain Stadium. 4-0 Ducks out in front of the Bees.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Anthony Vega, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Few places on Earth offer the charm and excitement of Fire Island. At Fire Island Ferries, located conveniently at 99 Maple Avenue in Bay Shore, they offer convenient travel to Fire Island 7 days a week. Fire Island is quickly becoming a top destination for families of all ages. Experience the informal, carefree communities, the dazzling night scene, enjoy fine dining, or climb to the top of one of the tallest lighthouses in the United States. But there's only one way to get there, by calling Fire Island Ferries at 631-665-3600 today. For fare and scheduling information, please visit fireislandferries.com.
Hey Ducks fans, stay up to date with Long Island's hometown team by visiting Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Quack of the Bat will bring Ducks fans beyond the headlines with in-depth feature articles, breaking news stories, game previews, post-game wrap-ups, and so much more. Interact with the team during the entire season through quotes directly from the players and coaches, as well as exclusive video clips and photos. Check out the blog today at quackofthebat.wordpress.com. Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks.
Municipal Credit Union is a proud sponsor of the Long Island Ducks. For 100 years, MCU has helped New Yorkers achieve their goals with competitive financial products and services. Meet your important or unexpected needs with an MCU personal loan. Whether it's the cost of moving, a family vacation, or even home repairs, an MCU personal loan is a simple solution. To learn more about how an MCU personal loan can work for you, visit nymcu.org today. MCU, celebrating 100 years of service.
Duck fans, do you want frequent opportunities to join the Ducks Follow Squad and follow all about team transactions, scores, store specials, and the status of upcoming games? Well, then follow the Long Island Ducks on Twitter at twitter.com/LIDucks. With Twitter, the faithful flock will be able to follow the Ducks and find out more information regarding nightly promotions, player signings, league activities, and so much more. First pitch of the 8th inning is a strike over the outside corner to Dan Lyons, shortstop and 6-hitter, who has the big hit in this ball game, a 2-run double to left in the 6th. That opened up a 3-0 Long Island lead. They lead at 4-0 right now as we go to the 8th. The 0-1 is down in the dirt for a ball, 1-1. New pitcher for the Bees is lefty Jarrett Leverett. Takes over for righty Sean Havland, who flirted with trouble in the 7th, gave up a single and a walk, but got out of it without giving up a run. The 1-1, ripped on the ground, left side, fielded by Rosa, the third baseman, to his left. Throws out Lyons at first, one away here in the 8th inning. So Hamlin goes 1 inning, gives up a hit and a walk, but no runs, and he struck out 1. Leverett, a 6'3", 205-pound left-hander. He is 26 years old, out of Eatonton, Georgia. Cody Puckett to the plate, 0 for 2 on the night, was hit by a pitch his last time up. First pitch on the way, swings it. It's a high fly ball in the air to left center field shallow. Going out is the shortstop Chavez, and left center gets called off by the left fielder Rivers, who makes the catch. So Puckett set down. And with 2 away, that will leave it up to the catcher and 8-hitter Mike Blank. Leverett last year was in the San Francisco Giants organization, struck out 21 in 33 1/3 innings. Was with the Frontier Grays of the Frontier League in 2014 and had a 2.72 ERA in 33 games. First pitch to Blank, breaking ball low and outside for a ball. The count goes to 1-0. There is action for the Ducks in their bullpen down the left field line. And we'll see if it's Amalio Diaz who comes in to pitch the bottom of the 8th in this 4-0 game. Here's the 1-0. Blank swings, chops one foul. Third base dugout. Several of the Ducks on the top step. And they count even up at 1-1. Blank lifted a sacrifice fly to center field his last time up. That was in the 6th inning. Prior to that, a ground out into a force at second and a line out to short. Be a 1-1 pitch. Kicks and fires, and that misses up and away for a ball to Blank. 2-1 the count. Be the top of the order for the Bees in the bottom of the 8th inning. Infield straight away here. And the 2-1 on the ground. Past the third baseman Rosa and down the left field line. That'll be a fair ball. Blank around first. A big turn, but he'll hold on right there. And a 2-out single for Mike Blank, his 3rd hit of the season, first of the night. Very similar look to the double by Lions. A hard hit ball that went past the diving Rosa, who dove to his right to try and get it, but could not do so. So with the runner at first base and 2 men out, that'll leave it up to the 9-hitter Blake Barber. Barber 0 for 3 in this game. He and Lentini are the only Ducks that have yet to reach tonight. And this pitch on the ground towards the left side of the infield. The shortstop Chavez fields off. Balance throw to first is not in time. Barber just beat it out. Close play at first, and Barber just got there a hair before the throw. It'll be an infield single for the Ducks' second baseman. Long Island with back-to-back 2-out hits against Leverett. But 2 on with 2 down for Phelan Lentini.
Right fielder number 22, Phelan Lentini.
So the Ducks now out hitting the Bees 7-3 here tonight. Lentini will come to the plate looking for his first hit of the evening. He is 0 for 4 to this point. 3rd straight inning he has come to the plate. And the first pitch on the way from Leverett, down and away. Good block at the plate by Murphy to keep the runners at first and second. And the count 1-0. Lentini struck out in the 1st and the 3rd swinging. Went down looking to begin the 6th on a call he did not agree with. And then popped that foul to first to begin the 7th. Again, a 4-game hitting streak on the line for Lentini here. 1-0 from the left-hander. Looks to second, deals to the plate. Lentini swings and fouls this one off to the first base side, up and out of play. And that will even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. New Britain Stadium is kind of nestled in between a couple of other athletic fields. To the left, as you view it from home plate, is New Britain's high school field. I believe it's called Beehive Field, if I'm not mistaken. And to the right is their football stadium for New Britain High School. 1-1. Lentini lays off the high fastball for ball number 2. Doing a good job to work the count here against the left-hander Leverett. It's his 2nd season of independent baseball, as we mentioned with the Frontier League 2 years ago. Runners lead the 2-1. Leverett kicks and fires. Lentini swings and lines one towards the middle. It's through into center field, a base hit. Blank will round third and try and score. The throw will go into third base. Barber is heading there. He slides, and he is out. The run, though, will score. So it's going to be an RBI single for Mike Blank, and the Ducks take a 5-0 lead. So give Blank the RBI, his first of the season, his second hit of the game. The putout will go 9-5. Either way, though, the Ducks get a run on 3 hits, all with 2 outs. They leave 2 on base, or excuse me, leave 1 on base. And we head to the bottom of the 8th, 5-0 Ducks in front.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Dan Blewett, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Oh, I love it. The color of my new Nicolot patio is so vibrant. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
You're welcome. I'm just going to go finish that Nicolak walkway now.
Make your pavers vivid Nicolot pavers. The best looking, most vibrant pavers with the most 3-color blends in the industry. Featuring Nicolot's exclusive paver shield and color blending technology. With color throughout and guaranteed not to fade. Live life in color with Nicolot. Visit Nicolot.com.
Bethpage Ballpark is a great place to watch a ball game, so why not do so from some of the best seats in the house? The Ducks are proud to present the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden. Open for all fans on nights when the Smokin' Owls party deck has not been reserved, the Beer Garden will feature a variety of frosty draft and bottled brews, as well as several food choices. The area has been decked out with bar rail seating and Ducks branded furniture to provide a comfortable atmosphere for everyone. Be sure to stop by and check out the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden on your next visit to the ballpark. Ducks are able to add to their lead on the 2-out RBI single by Mike Blank. In the top of the 8th inning, they now lead it by a count of 5-0. As we go to the bottom of the 8th inning, Ducks have called on a new pitcher. It is right-hander Amalio Diaz. And Diaz will make his second appearance of the year after the scoreless inning from Dan Blewett in the 7th. No hits, runs, walks, and 1 strikeout. Long Island pitchers working on a 3-hit shutout to this point. The only 3 hits for the Bees, a first-inning infield single by Kevin Rivers, a 4th-inning leadoff double by Craig Maddox, and a 5th-inning leadoff double by Steve Carrillo. Bullpen to this point has thrown 2 scoreless and hitless innings, allowing just a walk while striking out 2. Diaz will come on to face the top 3 in the Bees order. It will be Chavez, Jones, and Maddox to the plate against the Ducks right-hander. Michael Pollock here bringing you all the action from New Britain Stadium for the very first time. We appreciate you tuning in to this historic meeting between the two clubs. Been a light crowd on hand here tonight. No surprise with the Monday night game in April while kids still in school. And the weather getting cooler here tonight. It's supposed to be a cloudy and rainy day tomorrow. There is an outside chance of some precipitation tonight, but I've not seen anything to this point. So up to the plate will step the lefty swinging Brandon Chavez. He's a switch hitter batting from the left side. Third baseman Cody Puckett in on the infield grass. Amalio Diaz works out of the stretch, and his first pitch to Chavez is a fastball strike over the outside corner. Diaz pitched on Saturday night in the 10-inning loss to Somerset through a scoreless inning. No hits, runs, or walks, and a strikeout. From the stretch, it'll be an 0-1. Diaz gets the sign from Blank. Set at the belt. Kicks and comes home, and this popped up in the air foul, third base side. Puckett gives it a look, but this will be well back into the seats out of play. And so the count 0-2 on Chavez, who tonight is 0 for 3 with a ground out to second, a ground out to short, and a pop-up to short. Puckett now backs up a little bit at third. Barber shaded a little bit over towards the right field hole. And now the 0-2 from Diaz is up and inside. It hit him. Caught him near that right arm shaking it out as he runs to first. So a hit by pitch allows Chavez to reach. And obviously you're trying to protect a 5-0 lead. There's no malicious intent at all. The Ducks have had 3 batters, twice Dan Lyons, once Cody Puckett, get hit by a pitch in this game, but none of them had appeared to be intentional in the least. Either way, Chavez on to lead things off here in the 8th against Diaz. And up to the plate will step John Jones, the righty hitter, who was 0 for 3 on the night. First pitch on the way from Diaz, and Jones takes a fastball a little bit low. Count goes to 1-0. Last year, Diaz, a 2.78 ERA, tied a league high with 60 appearances last season and had 14 saves for the Ducks. Be a 1-0 from Diaz. Throws over to first, and Chavez back safely. Chavez does have good speed over at first base. That's why he's put at the top of the lineup by manager Stan Clyburn. 40 steals, as we mentioned, in 5 seasons in the Atlantic League. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Good breaking ball diving down and away from Diaz. And that'll even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Diaz walked just 17 hitters last season and struck out 69 in 58 1/3 innings. The 1-1 pitch fires to the plate, and this one popped in the air foul first base side. This will go way back into the seats. Up into the bleachers, sitting down the right field line. So now the count of 1-2 on Jones. And waiting in the on-deck circle is the DH, Craig Maddox. Second baseman Barber shaded up the middle here with the righty hitter at the plate. The 1 ball, 2 strike pitch coming from Amalio Diaz. Kicks and fires, and this line into left field, that is going to drop in for a base hit. Chavez will stop at second. And Amalio Diaz has allowed the first 2 to reach here in the 8th inning. I believe now both with 2 strikes, a hit by pitch and a single. And the Bees threatening here. First time since the first inning that they've had 2 runners on base at the same time. Fourth hit of the game for New Britain. And now the lefty swinging Maddox, who is 1 for 2 with a double and a walk, will step up to home plate. Diaz gets the sign and comes set. First pitch on the way is a fastball strike over the inside corner. Count goes to 0-1. Maddox last year a member of the Blue Crabs, and he hit very well against Long Island. 382 average and 55 at-bats with a home run and 7 runs batted in. The 0-1 from Amalio Diaz. Looks to second. Long look, and now time called at home plate. Diaz started the year in a 7th inning role. Moved to the 8th inning when Hector Ambrose was signed. And then moved to the 9th inning when Ryan Kushmal began to struggle as the closer. Here comes an 0-1. Pitch on the way, and Maddox will swing in line 1 towards short. It is caught on a hop by Lyons. Goes to second 1. The turn to first is not in time. Kind of a humpback liner there to Lyons, and Maddox was able to beat it out at first. So Chavez goes to third. Jones out at second on the 6-4 force. And Maddox safe at first on the fielder's choice, so he's now 1 for 3 in the game. First and third, 1 out, and that will bring the lefty swinging Kevin Rivers up to the plate. 1 for 3 on the evening is Rivers. And Diaz looking for the ground ball again. Well, that was more of a humpback liner last time, so too slow for the Ducks to turn the double play. First pitch from Diaz to Rivers, and he swings and misses. Good breaking ball down in the dirt. He chased, and the count 0-1. Rivers an infield single to second base in the first inning. And then lined to short in the 4th and flew out to center in the 6th. 1-0 on the way. And Rivers a swing and a miss. A weak hack at a pitch diving down and in. Rivers not happy with himself on either of the two swings to start off this at bat. So Diaz quickly ahead here, 0-2. Next up would be Jovan Rosa. Burrows holds on the runner at first. Chavez takes his lead off third. 0-2 from Amalio Diaz. Kicks and fires, and Rivers takes the fastball up and outside for ball number 1. Amalio Diaz recently became a father this offseason, his wife giving birth to a young boy. From the stretch, it'll be a 1-2. The runners take their leads, the kick and the pitch from Diaz on the way, and Rivers takes the breaking ball down in the dirt. Good block by Blank. No movement from the runners. And Rivers has worked the count from 0-2 to 2-2. 5-0 Ducks lead at bottom of the 8th inning here at New Britain Stadium. Bees trying to mount a rally as they put runners at the corners with 1 out in the inning. 2-ball, 2-strike pitch from Amalio Diaz coming to Kevin Rivers. It's on the way, and Rivers will swing and line one into right center field. On the run back is Ford and Lentini. It's going to be the center fielder Ford who makes the catch. Tagging from third, coming home to score is Chavez, so that ends the shutout bid. It's a sac fly and an RBI for Kevin Rivers, his first run batted in of the year, and the Bees on the scoreboard. They close to within 5-1. So for Kevin Rivers, the sac fly, as we mentioned, his first run batted in. He's now 1-for-3 still on the night. And for Chavez, he picks up his second run of the season. Now a runner at first with 2 down. And it'll be Jovan Rosa coming to the plate for New Britain. Diaz up to 14 pitches here in this inning. And his first pitch on the way to Rosa is a breaking ball, nicely thrown over the inside corner. His breaking ball's had some pretty sharp bite to it here in this game. And in this inning, in the count, 0-1. Rosa's walked twice in this game, in the 4th and in the 6th. He bounced out to the mound his first time up in the 1st with 2 on and 2 out. The 0-1 from Diaz. Kicks and deals to the plate, swing and a miss. Out in front. On the fastball diving down in the zone, it's 0-2. Diaz 1 strike away from getting out of the inning. The former Blue Crab and Bluefish at the plate. And the Puerto Rico native looking to keep this inning alive. If he does, Anthony Hewitt would be the next batter. 0-2 on the way from Diaz. Kicks and deals, and Rosa takes a breaking ball downstairs. Would not chase. And the count goes to 1-2. Cody Puckett playing close to the third base line with the righty swinger at the plate. The line shifted a bit more over towards third. And the second baseman, Blake Barber, closer to second. Now the 1-2 pitch on the way. Fires to the plate, and Rosa lines this one into left field. Base hit. Boy, Amalio Diaz just having a lot of trouble with 2 strikes in this inning. He's gotten ahead of hitters. He's had no problem getting ahead. But seems like the Bees are able to put the ball in play at least with 2 outs in this inning. He's allowed 2 singles with 2 strikes in the frame. And that has to be particularly concerning in your late inning guys. You want them to be able to get hitters out with their fastball and strike guys out, especially when you get to 2 strikes and are ahead in the count. But Diaz has had trouble doing so here in this inning. And now Anthony Hewitt, who's 0-for-3, will step to the plate with 2 on and 2 down. Diaz is ready, and now time is called. The runner at second base, Craig Maddox. The runner at first, Jovan Rosa. Diaz set at the belt. And his first pitch on the way to Hewitt is a fastball low and away and missed for ball 1. There's no action for the Ducks in their bullpen right now, so this game in the hands of Diaz. I was going to look down to see if Todd Coffey was warming at all. Still a 4-run game, but the Ducks in need of a win here. You don't want to let it get too close at this point. especially with 2 outs in the inning. It'll be a 1-0, kicking the pitch, and Hewitt swings and misses. Another good breaking ball from Diaz. Surprised that I don't see him throw that more with 2 strikes. He looks like he has confidence in the pitch, and he's been throwing him and getting a lot of swings and misses here in this inning. So now the count of 1-1 on Hewitt, who has struck out twice and bounced to short in the second inning. The runners lead from first and second. He has the long set, and now the 1-1. Here it comes, and Hewitt chases a high fastball, swings and misses. So again, Diaz gets ahead in the count. He's got 2 strikes on a batter. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the 8th. Ducks leading 5-1 over the Bees. Righty-righty matchup between Diaz and Hewitt, as Diaz tries to send this game to the 9th. It'll be a 1 ball, 2 strike offering. Diaz looks to second, deals to the plate, and Hewitt takes a fastball that misses off the outside edge. So Diaz goes back to the fastball with 2 strikes, misses outside. It's 2-2. John Griffin waiting in the on-deck circle. If Hewitt reaches, Griffin would represent the tying run. Diaz gets the sign, he's ready to go. 2-2 pitch on the way from the right-hander. Kicks, fires, Hewitt takes low and away. Diaz again missing with the fastball, and it's now 3-2. I mentioned Diaz has looked good when he's thrown his breaking ball in this inning, but when he's gotten to 2 strikes, he continuously seems to be going back to the fastball. He's missed 2 straight times here with a 1-2 count, and now the count full, which means the runners will go with 2 outs in the inning. Payoff pitch coming from the right-hander. There go the runners, and the 3-2 is a breaking ball that misses low, ball 4. So Hewitt draws the walk with 2 outs. Another hitter that Diaz has gotten ahead on with 2 strikes. He has not been able to retire him. And the base is now loaded with Bees, and the tying run is going to come to the plate in the form of John Griffin. And Marty Jansen, the pitching coach, will now come out to the mound to talk things over with his right-hander. So Diaz, after missing with 2 straight fastballs, goes with the off-speed pitch. But with the 3-2 count, if he misses, which he did, he missed low and didn't get the swing, a walk would be issued. And so with the bases now loaded, John Griffin, who was 0 for 3 in this game with a strikeout, a groundout, and a pop-out, Griffin will come to the plate. With the Bees trailing 5-1, he is the 7th man to come to the plate in the inning against Amalio Diaz. It looks like there is action now in the bullpen. A left-hander appears to be warming for the Ducks. First pitch coming from Diaz. Kicks, fires, and Griffin takes outside. Ball 1 from Amalio Diaz. He's showing patience here as they know Diaz having trouble finding the strike zone. These two were teammates a year ago. Puckett playing close to the line at third. Barber shaded up the middle at second. Here comes the 1-0, and Griffin swings, and it's a bouncer right back to the mound. Diaz knocks it down, recovers, throws to first in time for the out, and Diaz can exhale as he gets out of the jam here in the 8th. The Bees scratch across a run, but they got 2 hits in the inning, a walk, a hit batter, no errors, and they leave the bases loaded. 9 left in the game for New Britain. We head to the 9th, and the Ducks still in front by a count of 5-1.
Hey fans, this is right-handed pitcher Frank DiGiulio, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Municipal Credit Union is a proud sponsor of the Long Island Ducks. For 100 years, MCU has helped New Yorkers achieve their goals with competitive financial products and services. Meet your important or unexpected needs with an MCU personal loan. Whether it's the cost of moving, a family vacation, or even home repairs, an MCU personal loan is a simple solution. To learn more about how an MCU personal loan can work for you, visit nymcu.org today. MCU, celebrating 100 years of service.
M&V Limousines is the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks. Family owned and operated, they've been in the business for over 23 years. M&V Limousines offers coach buses with Wi-Fi and restrooms, party buses, exotic limousines, and so much more. Whether you're looking for transportation for weddings, proms, corporate outings, or long-distance trips, they've got the right vehicle for you. Visit their showroom in Comac or check them out online at mvlimo.com. M&V Limousines, the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks.
Well, Amalio Diaz worked himself into a bit of trouble there in the bottom of the 8th inning. He got a second out on a sac fly from Kevin Rivers, but allowed a 2-strike single to Jovan Rosa. Got ahead 1-2 on Anthony Hewitt before walking him. Fortunately for Diaz, he got John Griffin on a comebacker to the mound to end the inning and leave the bases loaded. First pitch is a called strike to Delta Cleary Jr. as the Ducks lead it 5-1 over the Bees. Jarrett Leverett staying in for his second inning of work after allowing a run on 3 hits, all with 2 outs last inning. Here he misses low, and Cleary Jr. ahead in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. Ducks got 4 runs in the 6th inning against knuckleballer Colin Mobberly, and added a run in the top of the 8th on the 2-out RBI single by Phelan Lentini, so he keeps his hitting streak alive at 5 games. Count is 1-1 actually. Cleary Jr. fouled off the last pitch. The breaking ball here is a called strike. And the count 2-1. The home plate umpire saying it's 1-2. I'm confused here with those pitches. Either way, Cleary Jr. grounds one foul to first. So that keeps the count at 1-2. I could have sworn the first 2 pitches were balls and then a called strike. That's what the official score had in point streak. The home plate umpire signaling 1-2, and I didn't think that's what the count was. Leverett ready. Here's the pitch, and Cleary Jr. pops one foul down the right field side out of play. Either way, there is now definitely 2 strikes on Cleary Jr. because he's fouled off the last 2 pitches, so we know he has 2 strikes on him. Cleary Jr. 2 for 4 in this game, a double and a single in his last 2 at-bats, and he's also scored a run. The 1-2. Line drive, left center field. Will this get down? Yes, it will. Another base hit for Cleary Jr. His 3rd hit of the evening. All in his last 3 at-bats. And the Ducks put the leadoff man on in the 9th. Now 4 straight have reached on singles against Leverett. First multi-hit game of the year for Delta Cleary Jr. As he's got 3 hits on the evening now. That'll bring Lou Ford to the plate, who has 2 hits in 4 trips to the plate, along with a walk. And the first pitch to him here is taken for a called strike. Count goes to 0-1. Last year, Delta Cleary Jr. led all Ducks batters with 11 3-hit games and had 35 multi-hit games overall. 0-1 on the way to Ford, and he'll swing and lift the fly ball foul. First base side out of play. And he's quickly behind in the count at 0-2. Ford a strikeout victim in the first inning looking. And single to left in the 4th, single to short, and scored in the 6th. And drew a walk in the 7th. Seems like ages ago that Kyle Simon started and held the Ducks just 1 hit and 1 walk over 5 shutout innings. The 0-2. That's down in the dirt, skips away from the catcher Murphy and goes straight up at home plate. Murphy had no idea where that was. It literally went straight up and came right back down on home plate. Either way, Cleary Jr. is able to make it down to second on what I assume will be a wild pitch. And now the Ducks with a runner in scoring position, nobody out, and it'll be a 1-2 count on Lou Ford. Ducks looking to get the 1 back that they allowed in the bottom of the 8th. Now Long Island with action in their bullpen down the left field line. Have to assume it will be Todd Coffey, who has yet to pitch this year. He's the closer for the Ducks. Although, again, it's not a safe situation right now. So we'll see what manager Kevin Baez does. 1-2. Swing and a miss by Ford at the breaking ball. Leverett gets him for strike 3. First strikeout for the left-hander, 1 away. And that will bring Sean Burrows up to the plate. Indeed, it was a wild pitch that allowed Cleary Jr. to go down to second. So here is Sean Burrows. Again, every Duck has reached base safely in this game. Burrows has drawn a pair of walks in here, swings at the first pitch and pops it up to the left field side. The shortstop, Chavez, will make the catch on the outfield grass. And so Sean Burrows retired on the first pitch. 2 times in this game that he has swung first pitch and popped out to short. He's now 0 for 3 with a pair of walks and a run scored. And with 2 outs here in the inning, now we'll leave it up to Blake T-Cody to try and get Cleary Jr. home from second. So T-Cody will dig in from the left side. Tonight he's 0 for 3 with a walk and a run scored. First pitch to him is a breaking ball, strike in at the knees. The count 0-1. As for the hits, Lentini has 1, Cleary Jr. has 3, Lou Ford has 2, Dan Lyons has 1, and Mike Blank has 1, leading up to 9 Ducks hits. The 0-1, T-Cody takes a fastball that catches the outside corner, another called strike, and it's quickly 0-2. The 9 hits tie their most in a game. This is the 3rd time the Ducks have had 9 hits in the first 5 games of the year. T-Cody trying to make it 10 to bring home Cleary Jr. from second. Leverett set in the 0-2. Taken low and inside, a check swing by T-Cody. And that'll run the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. If T-Cody reaches Dan, Lyons would be next. In the bottom of this inning, Bees will have the 8, 9, and 1 hitters to the plate. Carrillo, Murphy, and Chavez. Pitch on the way, and T-Cody grounds it foul right into the Bees dugout on the first base side, and hopefully everybody is okay. Couple players looking down in the Bees dugout from the top of the railing. But I see a couple smiles, so hopefully that means everybody is all right. Do it again at 1 and 2 in this lefty-lefty matchup between Leverett and T-Cody. Kicking the pitch on the way, and T-Cody swings, taps this one foul. Just got a piece. Third base side of the plate. We'll do it again. With a ball and 2 strikes. Looks like whoever was warming up for the Ducks is ready to come in and pitch the bottom of the 9th inning. As the Ducks will be looking to try and nail 3 outs and earn their first win of 2016. The 1-2. Pitch on the way, and T-Cody swings and misses for strike 3. Chase the slider down and away. 2 strikeouts for Leverett in the inning, and he keeps the Ducks scoreless. No runs, 1 hit. Long Island leaves 1. We head to the bottom of the 9th. Ducks in front by 4. It's a 5-1 ball game.
Hey fans, this is Todd Coffey, right-handed pitcher, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/Ducks Baseball.
James Simmons is going back. He is looking up, and on Park in the Park Night, that one is gone and reaches a kennel in Central Islip.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quacker Jack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Well, at the start of the last commercial break, Todd Coffey let you know that you were listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/Ducks Baseball, and now he's going to let you know that he's making his first appearance of the 2016 season. The closer for Long Island, an 8-year Major League veteran, has come on to pitch for the Ducks, leading 5-1. And Coffey will try and shut the door and give the Ducks their first win of the 2016 season. He will face Steve Carrillo, Nick Murphy, and Brandon Chavez, the three due up for the Bees here in the bottom of the ninth, 8, 9, and 1 in the order. Again, if you're just joining us, Long Island was held to just 1 hit and 1 walk over 5 scoreless innings to start the game. Neither side scored a run through the first 5. Ducks exploded for 4 runs in the top of the 6th inning off of knuckleballer Colin Moberly, highlighted by a 2-run double from Dan Lyons. Added an insurance run in the 8th inning on a 2-out RBI single by Phelan Lentini that scored Mike Blank. Coffey's first pitch on the way to Carrillo is a fastball upstairs, ball 1. Bees scratched out a run in the bottom of the 8th inning on a sac fly from Kevin Rivers. They had the tying run at the plate in John Griffin against Amalio Diaz, but Griffin grounded out to end the frame. And now we're here in the bottom of the 9th with Coffey trying to close it out. The 1-0 kicks and deals, and that fastball up and away. Coffey's missed with 2 straight. It's 2-0. 8 Major League seasons for Coffey with the Reds, Brewers, Nationals, and Dodgers, most recently the Dodgers in 2012. Here comes a 2-0, kicking the pitch. That's hit well in the air to left field by Carrillo. Cleary Jr. goes back, but he has room, and he'll make the catch in deep left field for the first out. That was one of the hardest hit balls of the night by New Britain. Carrillo had a double to left earlier in the game, and that was kind of a soft liner down the left field line. This one was hit on a bullet line drive, but Cleary Jr. had him played well and only had to retreat a couple steps to make the catch. So that is the first out. And now Nick Murphy to the plate, 0 for 3, and this is his first professional start of his career. First pitch from Coffey. Fastball misses up and inside, ball 1. Last year, Coffey was with Mexico City, Diablos Rojos del Mexico, in the Mexican League, was 2-0, had a 4.66 ERA in 11 games. Here he deals a fastball strike over the outside corner to even up the count at 1-1. Coffey, though, had success prior to that. In 2014, it was with the Mariners AAA affiliate in Tacoma. Pitched in 36 games, had a 4-1 record and a 1.93 earned run average. The 1-1 is lined into right field, base hit. How about that for Nick Murphy, his first career hit of his professional career off of 8-year Major League veteran Todd Coffey. And the Bees have a 1-out runner here in the 9th. And it looks as though we're going to have a pinch hitter for the Bees. This is Jonathan Roof, who has come on as a pinch hitter for the Bees in the 9th inning, taking over for Chavez, who is 0 for 3 with a hit by pitch and a run scored. He scored the only run for New Britain. First pitch here is inside, almost hit Roof. And that is ball 1. Coffey started off the first 3 hitters with a first pitch ball. Roof did not start today, obviously. This is his second game in here. It's a line drive to deep left center field on the run back. Lou Ford, he reaches out and he cannot make the catch. It gets past him and goes to the wall. Around third, coming home is Murphy. He will score. Roof stops at second with an RBI double. Back-to-back 1-out hits for the Bees off of Todd Coffey. This is now a 5-2 game. And that will bring up John Jones. Roof put a charge into that one. He had played one game before that, 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts, but got a good pitch up in the zone and hit it out of the reach of Lou Ford, who has great speed in center, raced after it and just missed. So a runner at second, 1 out in what's now a 5-2 game. And here is Jones, who is 1 for 4 on the night, single to left his last time up. First pitch, and that inside and almost hit him in the back. And Coffey really having trouble locating with some of his pitches, especially the first pitch of the at-bat. He's now missed on 4 straight hitters. On the count 1-0. Jones bounced to second in both the first and the fifth, struck out in the third, and singled to left in the eighth. Here comes a 1-0 from Coffey. Kicks and fires, and this one missing low and outside. Coffey behind here at 2-0. So the Bees have cut the lead to 3. Craig Maddox waiting in the on-deck circle. Good hitters count here for Jones. It'll be a 2-0 from Coffey. Looks to second, fires to the plate. This one hit weakly back to the mound. Coffey off the rubber field, sets and throws to first in time for the out. So Jones retired on the comebacker to the mound. Advancing to third is Roof on the play. And with 2 out, Craig Maddox will come to the plate to try and keep this game alive for the New Britain Bees. Coffey, the North Carolina native, 6'4", 240 pounds. He is 35 years old in his first season in the Atlantic League. First pitch on the way to Maddox, and he'll take a fastball on the outside corner, strike one. Maddox tonight is 1 for 3, has only hit a double to left in the fourth, and he drew a walk in the first inning. Coffey looks into Mike Blank, gets the pitch he likes. Now the 0-1, and Maddox takes another fastball. This catches the inside corner this time for strike 2, and the Ducks are 1 strike away from their first win of 2016. Roof the runner at third with 2 away. Coffey looks in for the sign from his catcher Mike Blank as Maddox waves the bat at home plate. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Coffey blew it past Maddox. First strikeout for Coffey. This ball game is over, and the Long Island Ducks have earned their first win of the 2016 season as they defeat the New Britain Bees in their first ever meeting with the Atlantic League's newest franchise by a final count of 5-2. In the bottom of the ninth, the Bees get a run on 2 hits, no errors. They leave 1, 10 left on base in the game for the Bees. And for the first time this year, the Ducks can high-five and celebrate on the field as they defeat the Bees 5-2 in the inaugural meeting between the two clubs. Don't go anywhere. Post-game show is coming up next. We're going to recap this game and hand out the Player of the Game award as the Ducks win it by a final count of 5-2.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Phelant Lentini, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hey PSEG Long Island customers, want to learn how to save on your electric bill? Here's one way. You can save up to $100 each year by simply replacing 10 incandescent bulbs with CFL or LED bulbs. Want to save even more? Take our online home energy survey. It's free. It takes just 10 minutes to complete, and it may save you hundreds more. Find out about our energy efficiency programs at www.pseglyny.com/savemoney.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owls party deck, the Trout Town fan can, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nicolak Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
Final in New Britain, Connecticut, where the Long Island Ducks, in the first ever meeting between these two franchises, pick up their first win of 2016, a 5-2 victory for the Ducks, thanks mostly to a 4-run sixth against knuckleballer Colin Mobberly. And the Ducks are able to exhale a little bit and celebrate as they get their first victory of 2016 and take the opener of this 3-game series. Let's recap this one, and it really was a terrific pitcher's duel through the first 5 innings of this game between Ducks right-hander Mark Blackmar and Bees right-hander Kyle Simon. It started off with the Bees threatening. In the bottom of the first inning against Blackmar, they picked up a 2-out walk by Maddox, a 2-out single by Kevin Rivers, but Jovan Rosa grounded back to the mound to end the inning and keep the Bees off the scoreboard. Both sides had a couple of opportunities after that. The Ducks had first and third with 2 outs in the second but could not score, and a runner at second with 1 out in the fifth and could not push across the run. The Bees' big opportunity was in the fourth when they had runners at first and second, 1 out, and they could not score. So the starters were pulled after the first 5 innings. Simon going 5 innings of 1-hit shutout baseball with 1 walk and 4 strikeouts. Blackmar 5 scoreless, 3 hits, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. So the game went into the hands of the bullpen, and in the top of the 6th inning, Colin Marbley, the knuckleballer, came on and struck out Phelan Lentini to open the inning, looking on a close call. However, then the Ducks' bats broke it open. Delta Cleary Jr. a double to right center to open the rally. Lou Ford followed with an infield single to short that put runners at the corners with 1 away. With Sean Burrows at the plate, Moberly threw a wild pitch that allowed Cleary Jr. to score from third and Ford to move to second, so the Ducks had a 1-0 lead. Sean Burrows and Blake T. Cody followed with walks to load the bases, and that was what brought up Dan Lyons. And Lyons followed with a 2-run double pass to diving Jovan Rosa down the left field line, scoring both Ford and Burrows and giving the Ducks a 3-0 lead. Cody Puckett was hit by a pitch after that, and then Mike Blank lifted a sacrifice fly to center that plated T. Cody from third. 4 runs, 3 hits, 2 walks, and a hit matter in the inning. And the Ducks had opened up a 4-0 lead. Bees went down 1-2-3 in the bottom of the 7th after getting a 2-out walk in the 6th without scoring. In the 8th inning, the Ducks were able to push across an insurance run. As with 2 outs, Mike Blank and Blake Barber picked up back-to-back singles, and Phelan Lentini kept his hitting streak alive with an RBI single to center that would score Mike Blank and gave the Ducks a 5-0 lead. However, on the play, Barber was thrown out trying to go to third. So the Ducks had a 5-0 advantage. Bees tried to rally late against Amalio Diaz in the 8th inning. They were able to get a sacrifice fly from Kevin Rivers after a hit by pitch, a single, and a fielder's choice ground out. And then they picked up a single from Rosa and a walk to Hewitt to load the bases and bring John Griffin to the plate as the tying run. However, Griffin ended up grounding back to the mound off the end of the bat, and it kept the Bees off the scoreboard. They only got a run. It was 5-2. And in the bottom of the 9th inning against Todd Coffey, Nick Murphy picked up his first professional hit with a 1-out single. And then pinch hitter Jonathan Roof doubled to left center, to score Murphy. But John Jones grounded back to the mound. Craig Maddox struck out swinging. That ended the game, and the Ducks came away with the 5-2 win. For Long Island, 5 runs, 9 hits, no errors in the game. They left 9 men on base. For the Bees, they had 2 runs on 7 hits, no errors, and they left 10. The winning pitcher, Mark Blackmar, with the 5 scoreless innings, improves to 1-0 on the year. Colin Moberly, gets the loss, and he falls to 0-1. No save in the game. Final time of game, 2 hours and 40 minutes in front of an announced crowd of 1,422 here at New Britain Stadium. Time to hand out tonight's Player of the Game award, and tonight we are going to give it to 2 players. One, Mark Blackmar for the strong start, 5 innings of 3-hit scoreless baseball, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, and Dan Lyons, who had the big hit for Long Island with a 2 RBI double that really broke the game open and ended up being the game-winning hit. So Dan Lyons and Mark Blackmar are tonight's Players of the Game. We'll take another break. When we come back, the out-of-town scoreboard, and then we'll wrap things up from New Britain Stadium, where the Ducks win it tonight by a final count of 5-2.
Hey fans, this is infielder Matt Wessinger, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Long Island's Ford Giant is bigger and better than ever. Sayville Ford celebrating the grand opening of their new state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives, luxurious customer lounge, and a larger selection to choose from. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford's grand opening celebration is going on now. Visit SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more about Sayville Ford's grand opening savings. Call 631-589-4800 today.
Family fun every time.
Beautiful evening for baseball.
Big action every time.
He reaches up, it's gone!
Great value every time.
And the Ducks have won it 7-1.
The Ducks schedule is loaded with new promotions this season, and with an average ticket price of just $10 and free parking, there is no better value on Long Island. For game times and tickets, visit liducks.com. Long Island Ducks baseball. Good times every time.
Back here at New Britain Stadium, one final time where the Ducks are in their first win of 2016, a 5-2 decision over the New Britain Bees. As Mark Blackmore picks up the win with 5 scoreless innings to start, Todd Coffey seals it in the end, pitching the final inning of the game. And so the Ducks can feel good for a night as they get their first W of the season. Now they'll try for the series win tomorrow in the middle game of this 3-game set. Before we head out the door, we'll take a final look at the out-of-town scoreboard. Only other game going on tonight in the Atlantic League is in Sugar Land, Texas, where the Barnstormers are currently shutting out the Skeeters 4-0. They've held Sugar Land to just 1 hit through the first 5 innings of this game. They're in the bottom of the 5th actually right now. Brian Morgado started for Sugar Land. Roy Merritt is now in the ball game, and Brian Woodall was the starter for Lancaster. He's thrown 4 innings of 1-hit shutout baseball with 2 strikeouts. Coburnis with an RBI for Lancaster, along with Cutler, who has driven in 2. And so, again, it's 4-0 Lancaster over Sugar Land right now, bottom of inning number 5. Major League scoreboard, Mets have a 3-1 lead over the Reds. End of the 6th inning at Citi Field. Noah Syndergaard, starting for the Mets, has struck out 9 over 6 innings. Raisel Iglesias started for Cincinnati. J.C. Ramirez now in. Mets have gotten 2 homers in the game. Michael Conforto his 3rd and Lucas Duda his 4th to account for the Mets' runs. The Yankees have a 2-0 lead over the Texas Rangers through 4 innings at Globe Life Park in Arlington. Nathan Eovaldi starting for the Yankees and Cesar Ramos for the Rangers. Jacoby Ellsbury, his first home run of the season for New York. Mark Teixeira has driven in the only other run. NHL playoff action tonight, Nashville leading Anaheim 1-0. In the second period, St. Louis 2-1 over Chicago after 1. NBA playoff action, it is Charlotte leading Miami 83-75 in the 4th quarter. Oklahoma City 68-61 over Dallas at the half. And later on tonight, the Clippers will visit the Trailblazers. That'll do it for the out-of-town scoreboard. These two teams will meet again tomorrow for Game 2 of this 3-game set, the first ever meeting between these two teams. And the Ducks will send their ace to the mound, right-hander John Brownell, coming off of an okay start in his first outing of the season. He allowed 3 runs in 5 innings against the Somerset Patriots on opening night. Ended up taking a no decision in the Patriot win. And he'll be countered by left-handed pitcher Josh Outman, who also started on opening night for the New Britain Bees. And he took the loss despite pitching well. So he will look to bounce back and get a win in that start. Outman threw 5 innings. He gave up 6 hits and 3 runs, 2 of them earned. He did walk 5 batters, though, so that's something he will be looking to improve on. Struck out 4. So it'll be a righty for the Ducks, a lefty for the Bees tomorrow, as New Britain will try and even up this series at a game apiece, and the Ducks will look to guarantee themselves their first series win of the 2016 campaign. That'll do it for us tonight for the first time ever at New Britain Stadium. Once again, the final score was the Long Island Ducks defeating the New Britain Bees by a final count of 5-2. We invite you to join us for our next Ducks broadcast, which will be tomorrow night when the Ducks and the Bees play Game 2 of the 3-game set. Pre-game show will begin at 6:20. First pitch, 6:35. You can follow all the action right here on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball. My name is Michael Pollock. Thank you so much for spending your Monday night with me. I hope you enjoyed the broadcast and the Ducks victory. Have a great rest of your Monday night. We'll do it all over again on Tuesday evening here from New Britain Stadium. Good night and so long from Central Connecticut.